Damn.
No doubt. Come on. As the road fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Non-victory Monday, non-victory. I told you and you and you this would happen. It's the end of the world, and you know it. Brought to you by Cowboys, Rain, Dakota, Prescott. This, Mama said, there'll be days just like this. To the point of no return. It's like lessons to learn. Either you're gonna hold up or fold up right now. And I think most of the people are saying, hey, man, we folding up like a cheap tent. Therapy Monday, yes, indeed, out correct. Nobody want to hear this. Come on, I feel you. Savage time. You got players walking around, running around, saying F Dallas. We switching and swapping jerseys with them. That's crazy. It's an evil world we live in, huh? Come on. But at the end of the day, I got nothing but love for you, baby. Come on. Got nothing but love.
Made some glory, though.
Oh, Jerry's too soon for that.
All I ask.
Come on.
Hey, we came on a mission and captured or killed.
Oh, we got captured last night. We did. Let's go. No respect. Come on. Yup. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's good with y'all, man? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I get it, right? It's the end of the world, and you know it. It's the end of the world, man. It is the end of the world and no point of return. There's no coming back from this. And I would say this, I'm just sarcastically speaking, by the way. I would say this, though, ladies and gentlemen. Parsons' post-game conference or speech, it didn't leave a lot of let me see how I can put this. I'm giving up speech. It gave a lot of, hey, you know, we were right there with them. You know what I'm saying? 42-10, the game could look differently if things were to happen differently. But it's a situation that if we change the quarterback, y'all, it's the quarterback, you know. If we change the quarterback, the defense will osmosisly play better, right? You know, it would just play better, right? But that's what most people would think. And most people look at when I say those type of things, even though I'm jokingly saying this, you know, that they think that, hey, man, Law is this dude that say that Dak Prescott can do no harm, no wrong. Hey, he's a guy that can Law to the point he would defend Dak Prescott so much that Law could walk in the room and Dak Prescott can be in the bed with his woman. And, you know, and Law can be one of those guys that say, hey, did you take any turnovers? You know what I'm saying? Hey, he only had 4 pumps, not 3 pumps. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all know that I call everything fair and square. And I've been saying this from the beginning. And I've been saying this, and I wish that you guys were here when I was defending my guy, Tony Romo. But I wasn't. There was no YouTube during that time when I was doing those things. Only person that can fight the truth for that is my brother, the Twin Maker. And before that time frame, it goes from the fish rots from the head down. Now, granted, The owners don't play any game. They don't play any football out there. They are not throwing any football. They're not running in between the A gap, B gap. They are not, on defense. They're not setting contain. They're not doing those things. But it's quite strange to me that now all of a sudden, it is a situation in the scenario that the media is turning on Michael Parsons. Do y'all feel it already? They're turning on Michael Parsons. They're scoffing at him. They're laughing at him. They're making a mockery of him. They are literally putting the knives at him. And now all of a sudden, Michael Parsons is the dude. They can't win big games. The defense can't stand tall. X, Y, Z. Ain't this something? You guys want to request for the head, and y'all are getting the head. Y'all getting the blood. And it's more of us, it's more of Cowboy fans that we fight with each other than any other fan base. And that's why when the players lose out there on the field, that the other players of the other teams can be disrespectful, and there's no repercussions. There's nothing. Matter of fact, there are a lot of people, just like George Kittle, that have F Dallas under their shirts, right? Under their Cowboys gear. A lot of people. And now people are turning on Parsons. That's just the reality of it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's listen to this because this show is going to be, I'm going to try to make it snappy, but y'all know how it goes. We're going to go until we can go no longer, you know.
I think they really are higher level than us. I think we're the same caliber playoff team, if not the same talent standard as them. I just feel like we need to really reconsider some things, get together, and fix some things. I feel like it was a few plays away. The score don't really shape what really happened out there.
After a game like that, why do you feel that way? Why do you still feel like you guys are on their level?
I just feel like there was nothing that they did besides us beating ourselves. I mean, you look at the third downs. I mean, I jump off sides, we and then they get 7-5 plays later. You know, third down, 1 yard.
Cameraman about to make us all throw up. Come on, cameraman, get it together.
It makes a great hit on McCaffrey, but somehow it's a and you know the drive goes on and they score right there. I mean, we get a 3rd and long, and it's like it was just like I feel like we just beat us. Like I don't think, and you know that's the thing with like good teams like this. If you beat yourselves, it shows its magnitude. And today, we were the 4 turnover team. We was the team that couldn't get off the field on 3rd down and didn't succeed in those things. But I don't think that we're off the same caliber at all.
So what y'all gonna say now, man? Y'all turning on Michael Parsons, right? You know, y'all don't believe in the brother of what he's saying, you know. And this is the thing here that Michael Parsons is the problem now, right? That's what y'all trying to say, man. And I get it, man. We're going to look at some tape brought to you by Brian Baldinger. Appreciate him on his Twitter page. I mean, he broke down things, and we're going to point out the obvious in these type of games, in these moments. But let's listen to more of Micah Parsons.
The run defense has kind of been a question throughout the years. Just, you know, do you feel like it's still an issue that needs to be addressed even tighter?
I don't know. That's something that like it's just only so much I can do from where I'm sitting at. Like I don't know what's going on inside. I just set the edge, bro. Like I don't know things that the interior or whatever needs to get addressed. It's just something the coaches got to look at.
Mike, does a game like this make it even more frustrating? Because, like you said, you guys know that you're capable of much more.
Yeah, I don't think there's a person not frustrated in this locker room. I feel like we need to change some things. It's like when we on, but I feel like I never seen a champion not be battle tested. And you see it in a great Andre Ward, you know, he gets knocked down, he wins 10 straight. So we're just getting tested early. And it started early in the season, then it was Trayvon, and we've been in some games where we should have won and games where we beat ourselves with the penalties and things like that. We just getting tested right now.
What's the message going forward?
Just know where we at. It's still early in the season. I need to get, help bring these guys together, and we need just to get better. Loss, there's no such thing as losing. You learn. So tonight we just learned a lesson. Tonight we got served. We were the team on the other end of the stick. We the turnover team. We the team that puts up points, and tonight it wasn't us. So sometimes you gotta look at these losses as a blessing and just say thank you.
How would you think?
Old folks say that, man, and that's a lesson in every blessing, right? And this loss right here, to most, we would think that, hey, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Last night they said, hey, Lord, that light at the end of the tunnel, that's a train, man. Ain't no way, bro. And this loss is terrible. We've seen these type of things happen before, and I know I'm optimistic, but, hey, Parsons is more optimistic than me right now, right? He's more optimistic than me. Last year in 2022, first game of the season, we were not battle tested, but we went through a great deed of getting our ass whooped, right? And then when it got to the playoff time, it was like two different teams. It was like, okay, that team that we played at home, that was the last time we lost at home, by the way. That team we played at home, we lost to. But that team that we went on the road in playoff, we beat the brakes off of them. Now, granted, people don't want to hear all of that. Y'all want some changes now. And what I'm saying is right now, there's nothing we can do outside of making a few acquisitions. We can probably trade for a linebacker. We razor blade thin at that. We don't know the outcome of Leighton Vander Esch. If you guys got any news and storylines on that, let me know. Injuries happen in this game on a great scale, a grandiose scale, meaning that we lost CJ. He's gone for the season, torn pectoral muscle, you know what I'm saying, on his arm. We're going to lose Kevontae Turpin for 4 to 6 weeks. And just when we started to get him cooking, he's gone for 4 to 6 weeks. That's a long time, And then I always look at it, when they say 4 to 6 weeks, I think the most. I think 8 weeks, because it takes 2 weeks before that player get back into the folds of things, right? And then on top of that, we lose Jordan Lewis. We lose out on Dono. So all of those boys are hurt, man. Look, Tyler Smith, he got hurt, So most of those guys that we just mentioned, I think the only person that got hurt in the 49ers game was Banks, the guy from Notre Dame. And then Bland. How long Bland going to be hurt, Al Kareem? Y'all let me know. Bland got hurt. So, yeah, C.J. Goodwin is out for the year. So, baby, we got all but drugged left and right. And all we can do here is see what we look like after a loss again, right? And the Cowboys, Bland just only had appreciate you. So, and then Andre said the feelings got hurt too. Yeah, the feelings got hurt. So we got a lot of pride hurt, feelings hurt. This is a rivalry. And the Niners walked right in there and said, okay, all right, y'all coming to our house and y'all talk about cease everything. I'm telling you, it would have made millions if Kittles would have lifted up his shirt instead of his shirt saying F Dallas and all of that. If he said cease everything, he would have made even more money, and then say F Dallas. That would have made even more money. Where is it right here? Yeah, he had a shirt. He lifted up, and it says F Dallas. That's not Photoshop, by the way. It's not Photoshop. It's like it's some cheap print on it, but, man, you can see the words. F Dallas. If he was bowler, he could have put it in some reds around the blue, but that's okay, you know what I'm saying? But it says F Dallas. And we out here swapping jerseys with these boys. I'm telling you, man, back in the day, if you do something to my brother, man, you did something to all of us, right? But it don't happen like this in this modern day football time for your mind. But, he said that. And then just to let you know it's not Photoshop, here you go walking around with it, you know what I'm saying? Boldly, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, this is my house. This is my house. What y'all going to do about it, And if it was your house, I would take my drink out and I'll put it on the table. F your coasters, you know what I'm saying? F your couch. I'm gonna keep my shoes on and walk onto the white carpet and rub it around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we got all but whooped in every single category. Name me one player that played well last night. Opes, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. He's the only guy that played well. Everybody from A to Z got their lunch handed to, taken away from them, not handed to, taken away. Can we call Coach Prime? This is from Ben. Well, at this point, hey, it is what it is. Turpin played well, and they said, look, let's assassinate him. They assassinated him. They took him out.
All I ask.
Turpin was playing, and then they said, okay, let's snipe him. They ceased, and they conquered, Alpha Red, appreciate you for the super chat. Law, this wasn't a loss. This was a bloodbath. Yeah, well, shoot. This was an assassin. Oh, my goodness. Chris Green, he says LVE was decent last night. And that's what that's what we were settling for, decency. You know what I'm saying? In order. We were settling for that. We needed a decent game from Dak Prescott. He couldn't even be decent.
Alpha Red $20.
Appreciate you, AI. He couldn't be decent at all. O-line, they couldn't hold down anything. Alpha Red said, appreciate you for the support. We soft, period. I tried to make the case that we were not, and then they took that and said, you know what, dude, let me explain to you why y'all are soft. You know what I'm saying? Soft. And I'm not saying that an NFL player is soft, but let's dive right into this right quick. Let's go right into this right quick.
Cowboys came in with the number one defense in the NFL through the first 4 weeks. And the 49ers decided to throw a Brock.
Can y'all hear that?
Like this little reverse pass right here is so well designed. All right, here comes Debo. But watch, now you get the ball back to Purdy. But already Ayuk has taken both safeties fishing. They're out on a fishing extravaganza, and there goes Kittle. Behind the defense, 38 yards, touchdown. Now, you watch this play right here. This is the Brock party. All right? Everybody's covered. All right, you got a four-man rush right here, but he's got an escape route to the right, and he takes it. Now, Kittle opens up as the defense expands. There's touchdown number 2. Now, 1st and 15. 49ers never stop attacking. Ayuk right here.
Man, y'all see this, man. This is just a bloodbath, like my guy said. And pay attention to this throw right here and look at the coverages. And let me know what's the issue.
On this dig route. The throw is so perfect. It's this perfect. Like, you can't make it any more perfect. Purdy Velcros this ball right to the right shoulder of Ayuk over the outstretched hands of Leighton Vander Esch. Like it's Velcroed.
Look at that separation right there, man. Look at my guy right here, man. It's literally crazy how he come across that formation. And we can talk about the throw and all of that, which was nice. But Ayuk killed him. You know what I'm saying? All day long on shallow crosses, deep crosses, anything you can throw in crisscross. You know what I'm saying? And my guy Gilmore, Gilly's my guy, man. I love DBs. But they getting him, man. And the inside leverage supposed to be the linebacker in the sinkhole. But I'm not even going to put this. Look, LVE did the best he could do. But they killed us in the middle of the field last night, y'all.
Stretched hands of Leighton Vander Esch. Like it's Velcroed. All right, here we go. We're just having some fun.
They having some fun. But what I want here, ladies and gentlemen, what I want here is for us to understand that this particular team and the way they construct the team, we're going to have someone else on that DB side. Someone else on the DB side. And I get it. You guys are still trying to make it about our quarterback. We still got issues on this defense, man. It don't matter if you have Johnny Unitas, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you have Troy, John Elway, Joe Montana, whoever, Dan Marino. The defense, that play still exists, y'all. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see.
How about 3rd and 13? Ain't no check down in the 49ers offense. No such thing as a check down. 3rd and 13, they're going for it. He's going to rip this ball to Debo right here on a rope, in stride. Like, it's a rope.
Us.
Like, stop this stuff. Like, this
We
is
didn't even
ridiculous.
run a
This
play
is the
like
Brock
that.
party. Like, just rip it.
Look at that.
Boom. Look at this throw. Look at that spiral. Woo! Tebow's like, oh, you want to play some T-ball today? Look at Gilmore. Just trying.
Look back. Look
Ridiculous.
back
This
at
is the
front
Brock
five.
party.
Look at what we doing against that horrid offensive line. We can't even put a. Let me know who's the nearest defender on Brock Purdy. Who's near to him?
Like,
Who close? Look at that cushion right here. Who close? Let me know who close. Who can put some pressure? Let me know.
just rip it.
Look at all the look. He can climb every pocket he can want to.
Boom. Look at this throw. Look at that spiral. Woo! Tebow's like, oh, you want to play some T-ball today? Look at Gilmore. Just trying to get an ankle to stop him. How about this right here by Kittle? All right. Watch this head fake at the top of this route. All right. To sell this 7 cut right there. It gets Donovan Wilson leaning, and then here comes Purdy finishing it. Like just a drop. Just a pearl drop. Like this throw is just so pretty. Like, is this a real quarterback or is this just artificial intelligence? It's just AI.
Well, who
like,
close?
Did they just
Pause it
invent-
right here. Who close? We can't look. I think somebody in the chat can make this throw. Where the pressure?
This quarterback?
Where the pressure?
Like, look at his throw. Like it's an egg toss at the state fair. Is there any more? Is there any more I can show? How about this one? People think he doesn't have a strong.
All right, look
How
at
about
the
if you
pressure.
stand on the logo, that proud logo of the 49ers, and just laser this ball across?
Man, somebody, man, look. Niner gang, appreciate you for jumping in. Appreciate you jumping in. All right, look at both angles.
Logo of the 49ers. And
All by myself, I want to be all by myself. Come on, man. Where our defenders at, man?
just
Hey, where they at? Come on, man. All right, come on, man. Come on, man. Wait a minute. Hey, man, we supposed to be the #1 defense. Come on, man. You know. Come on. Can somebody help me? Help me. Yeah.
laser this ball
Look, we playing overs, man. Look at this dude right here, man.
across the field to Jennings.
Hey, man.
49ers.
That's
threw a
terrible,
party.
man. They threw a party on all butts, man. We got our butts stomped. Stomped. Shoot. What we supposed to do on that, man? Well, help me. Help me, you know.
Juice around on Sunday. Let's follow Juice around.
Hey, I think Brian Baldinger was ready to get this tape out there, man.
Zach Luna $19.99. I was there. I was in row 21. From my view, they looked confused, poorly organized, and skittish. Doc had his head up his YKW. I love Doc. Yes, I do. But
But what's the rest of it? Oh, man, AI didn't want to read the rest of it. Hold on, let me see if I can find. I appreciate you, Luna, man. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to all of my West Coast people, man. And a real good guy. He comes out to the Oxnard practices. He was out there getting it out of the mud. He says, I love Dak. Yes, I do. But Dak over the last 4 weeks has not lifted up this team when chances came. He ain't lying.
It's an evil world we live in.
Hey, as bad as it is, it's terrible all around. Everybody terrible, man. At least in these type of games, you can at least point out and say, hey, man, hey, the running back. Or, hey, the wide receivers, man, hey, at least he caught the contested balls. Hey, the tight end. Hey, the tight end. But we can do the common denominator and say, hey, yeah, it's Dak. I get all of that. But I'm telling you right now that we don't win this game because of the defense and the offense, the way we looked completely. The coaching style, we got to be looking at everybody. Everybody should be looking at the man in the mirror. Every single person. Like, name me, look, outside of Brandon Aubrey, he's the only guy. He sit there. He should get fed all week. You know what I'm saying? If anybody need a veteran day off, I need to look down that list and say, okay, Brandon Aubrey, you get a veteran day off. That need to be the veteran day off guy. Let's listen to these guys again, man.
Let's follow Juice around on Sunday Night Football in America and just see what he was up to yesterday, because he had an active role. Deron Bland, bam. There's Micah Parsons over there. Let's just try this. Let's send Kittle and let's send Juice over there and see if we can just bottle him up. Oh, yeah. We got him taken care of. Like, you get down here on the goal line, how about a seal block for your running mate, run CMC? Just a seal on Van Der Esch right there. Let McCaffrey get into the end zone. Like, he's going to line up everywhere here. So let's just follow him, because he's going to help you figure out what the hell happened on these plays. Like, how about this hit right there on Parsons? Like, he's tripped up like that, and there goes Jordan Mason, all right, to the house. All right, then you get I formation right here. All right, that's Micah Parsons over there. If he pops his head somewhere in a crack, let's just go take it off. And here he goes, bang, bang, like, whoop, just stopped it right there. Now Purdy can, all right? And then finally, he got the ball, got a chance to touch it a little bit. But how about just a little gift for all the work that Juice did all night long? Sunday Night Football in America, Juice style. Yeah, made it look easy all night. I think he had a lot of fun, too. The cheerleaders were having a good time on that Juice touchdown. I know that. Pom-poms were waving.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Yes, indeed. So, hey, I'm still looking at how we got beat down, y'all. And shout out to my guy, Brian Baldinger. You know what I'm saying? This is a beat down from the heavens, man. He got more film. Y'all want to wave the white flag and have some mercy over here. What y'all want to do? Let's listen to Brian Baldinger break it down even more, man.
His level of communication.
Let's break this down even more, man. Hold on. Let me get right here. Hold on. Bear with me.
2 tight ends. And there's going to be a shift. Let's just follow Fred Warner here and his level of communication. Here comes the tight end. Shift. We got to bounce up. There's Talanoa right there, right behind him, like an I formation. Now let's play ball. All right? Then hands on the center. All right, now, could be a cutback. Slow to you know. Keep the front side. Here we go. All right, get there. Balls out. Powell just laid an egg. There's an egg out there. Who wants it? Where's the reinforcements?
That's the football guys right here.
With the reinforcements.
Look how that ball bounced right here.
Where's the egg? There's an egg out there.
Watch how that ball bounce. Watch how that ball bounce, man.
Where's the reinforcements?
Look how that ball bounced. That ball, literally, man, I never seen in my life, the ball said, you know what, it's going to go this way, but it said, you know what, the the worlds, man. How the world and the universe said, you know, we going to bounce into the hands. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. Hey, I can't make this stuff up, man. Look, man, what we done did, what kind of mirrors we done busted, you know. What happened, man? It's the Scott Mirror fault. I know it's Dak Prescott. It's Dak Prescott fault on this, too. But come on, man. Is it Jerry Jones, John Stephen Jones? Is it Charlotte Jones? Come on, man. What happened? It's Zeke's fault. That's what happened, man. We shouldn't have paid doggone Tony Pollard. We could have kept Zeke. That's the situation. Let me watch this again. Because have we ever seen all linebackers be this type of communication, like, hey, let's shift to this way. Let's make sure that we don't get caught up in the trash. We put hands on pass, we disengage, and we shoot up the field. Have we ever seen this, baby? You know, Dalton Shofar, I see you, Trey. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. Let's watch this again. It's like pouring alcohol down the eyes. Let's go.
Cowboys line up in a YY formation, 2 tight ends, and there's going to be a shift.
2 tight
Let's
ends.
just follow Fred Warner here and his level of communication. Here comes the tight end. Shift, shift, shift. We got bounce up, bounce up, bounce up. There's Talanoa right there, right behind him. Right behind him.
They
they
already knew where the play was going.
All right? Then hands on the center. All right, now, could be a cutback. Slow to you know. Slow to you know. Keep the front side. Here we go. All right.
Beat your feet.
Balls out. Balls out. Powell just laid an egg. There's an egg out there. Who wants it? Where's the reinforcements? Givens with the reinforcements. Nobody plays defense like these 49ers.
Man. That ball, boy. Somebody said magnet. You know what I'm saying? This is the situation here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's go to the 1 minute marker. We're going to bring up Fred Warner again.
But the 49ers make it harder on every quarterback. Let's just watch Fred Warner here. Draw the guard's block, okay, so that Dre Greenlaw can come free, which he does. All right, back picks him up. Now, Fred's responsibility is the number 3 on the 3 receiver side. All right, so he's got to draw the block, then get to a spot. But then they have a switch route between the tight end and CeeDee Lamb. So now he's got to adjust and cover CeeDee Lamb, where the ball's thrown on a quick slant and it gets deflected and intercepted by Fred. Like this play, you can draw it up, you can walk through it, you can talk it. You can do it on Friday, you can do it on Wednesday, you can do it on the chalkboard. But to execute this and to get back right here on your assignment. Now,
that boy got DB here.
Ball's being thrown the other side of the field. All right, Lenore gets his hand inside the ball, and Fred follows it and picks it off. Like it's instinct, it's hard work, it's understanding what you're trying to do. Like just a special player making life hard for the Cowboys quarterback.
Shoot, that make it hard, man. That's scored 35-10 at that time. 35-10, and that dude still playing like lights out. Let's look at this one right here.
Butkus this week. It was a sad day in the NFL. But I think one thing, and with the passing of Dick Butkus this week, it was a sad day in the NFL. But I think one thing Butkus would really like is the way the 49ers play defense, especially the linebackers. Dre Greenlaw. Like, I think Butkus would love this. Like, just slam the back into the ground, get up, do a little skip, and get back and do it all over again. Like, they make you pay. Like, Bosa right here and Armstead both win. You know, like, it just make it life hard on the quarterback.
Man.
Like, I think when you watch this right here, like, just watch the way they rule the middle of the field. All right, check down. Check down, bam. Just drill them with your shoulder, head out of the game, drill them right into the ground. Like the middle of the field is the yard. It's the 49ers yard, it's the middle of the field. Like you want to come into their yard, get the trash out of your yard. Bam. Bam. Just get the trash out. Knock it out. It's Sunday, clean up the yard. I like the way the 49ers play.
Them damn DBs, man. Them damn linebackers move like DBs.
Like you watch this rookie tight end on Bosa. Like,
why would you do this? Why? Tell him that is human nature.
No tight end's going to stay in front of him. But then he's going to draw a crowd.
Right,
a whole
3.
bunch of guys. Just get through all the crowd. Sift through the coffee shells and the egg, all that crap there in the sink. Just sift through it all.
1-yard run
Make
on
the
that.
play. Just fun to watch this group get after the offenses. They got their quarterback right there. Doesn't matter. Orrin Burks, Gibson, go through them all. Greenlaw. It's just fun.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun, not fun on our end. It's terrible on our end. You know, I remember watching Jurassic Park, and what you call those the raptors, right? They were smaller in stature of dinosaurs, although dinosaurs really technically never existed for those higher conscious, you know. But that's a whole nother conversation there. But the raptors, you know what I'm saying? You know, they were the dinosaurs that communicated with each other. They fast. They knew how to play on the same thing to get their kills. Razor sharp teeth and pack attack. Ain't this right now in the gang? I see you, fam. And watching Fred Warner, he reminds me of the Raptors in that Jurassic Park movie. You know what I'm saying? And we don't. Who's that guy that played in that movie? You know, that was able to slow him down and understood how to communicate with him. He would do this. You know what I'm saying? Because he raised them when they was little. You know what I'm saying? What's that guy's name? Come on, somebody help me out. That guy. We need somebody like that too. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that know how to reel the raptures, you know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed, man. Boy, those Niners, Greenlaw, Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris Pratt. We need Chris Pratt to be able to say, hey, man. hey, man, appreciate you, Pete. That's a good movie, though, by the way, Jurassic Park and those raptors, man. It don't matter how big the dinosaur or how fast the other ones are, but they knew how to communicate. And the Raptors, man, shoot, that's how Fred Warner and the games work, man. Sideline, hook to flat. And when y'all turn on tape and y'all think that all linebackers are the same, and here's the craziest thing. I kid you guys not. Call me crazy. Call me silly. Call me slow and call me fanboy or whatever. We got us a Fred Warner. But what we're trying to do with him is put him on a defensive edge. Parsons could be our version of a Fred Warner here, right? Parsons could be, because he's quicker, he's faster. One can argue he could be stronger, but he don't want to play middle linebacker. Hey, man, we can literally put Parsons in the middle of the field. Because you see, oh, my goodness, man. Come on, Cowboys, man. Y'all just don't know, man. These first 2-3 years, you could have just had Parsons to develop as that Mike. I get it. I know, man. What we're trying to do is we're trying to put Parsons in a spot, literally, you know what I'm saying? LVE is not Warner. I'm not saying LVE is him. You know what I'm saying? But we can boy, somebody said Parsons can't cover. Bull sugar. Shoot. You put Parsons in the middle of the field. You go into this these next few years, because I think Sam Williams, he would have been developing more and more on the edge. Law, Fowler, Armstrong. You still could draft interior guy, Mozzie. Let's give him still a couple years. I'm not on the moving on from Mozzie. He's a rookie for crying out loud. He's supposed to go undetected. Hankins, shoot. Hey, HG said a powerful statement. No communication kills every relationship. Telling y'all, man, that's the essence of a lion too. Is to roam. You know what I'm saying? The lion sits on the pride of the rock, and he looks down. He looks out, while the other Lioness, they go do their jobs, right? And then he comes in for the final kill. If you watch what that dude Warner is doing, he doing just that.
Passing of
Look. I'm
with the passing of
I'm gonna show y'all this right here. You can see it right here. Just look at him. Look at him just sitting there, all nice and neat, directing his troops, man. And Fred Warner, they ain't trying to beef him up, put more pounds on him to put him down up front on the line. No. His body physique and his body makeup is designed for this role right here. And that's what he's excellent at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from what Parsons is. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But I'm just calling it out what it is.
came in with the number one.
Yeah, I think we already went through all of these films and stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's all I'm saying. We got our butts whipped in this game. We got outmatched on every level. We got beat down, man, you know. And in order for us to rebound from here, man, we just gonna have to continue to stay afloat. We got to continue. Parsons is too small to play rush backer. Yeah, I feel you, TC. Trey Fargo says Caleb Williams for 2024. If the Cowboys, here's how it goes. And I know how y'all think. So let's say in order for it to get Caleb Williams, and I'm only going to entertain this just for y'all, you will have to lose every single game. You have to lose every single game. Or if you be in that middle spot, you will have to give up to get to the number one draft spot for 2024. You will have to give up probably 4 first-round draft picks, maybe 3 first-round draft picks, depending on where we at. By natural order of things, I don't foresee the Cowboys losing that many games. I don't foresee the Cowboys looking like this week in to week out. We don't play the number one team on offense and defense every week, by the way. We don't. So the wishful thinking is far-fetched. It should be over with. You know, we don't play this kind of caliber team every week. And matter of fact, for those who's kind of like feebled in this and wishy-washy, when we get back to the crib and blow the next team out, you know, we'll be back on the, hey, look what happened, hey. So when I tell people when we lose, it feels like the whole world stopped and everybody want to pick upon the Cowboys. Look, I bet you somewhere Josh Allen is grinning because he's saying, woo, they ain't going to talk about my loss this week. And whoever else lost that was considered a team to go all the way, ain't nobody is going to talk about them. They're going to talk about this game. Trip Aces do not extend Dak. Well, he's not playing on the level where anybody can make any adjustments for him to get extended right now. You know, so that's just what it is. The Chargers play tonight, right? Who the Chargers play? Who the Chargers play tonight? Let me see. I can pull it up right quick. Hold on. Let me pull up the Chargers. Boom, boom, boom. What did they already play? Did they already play this week? This is a bye week for them? Oh, it was a bye week. It was a bye week, but they don't play nobody. They don't play nobody. Wait a minute. Oh, my gosh. It is literally a Chargers bye week. Boy, they going to be super fresh. And then we play them on Monday night. They going to be super fresh at home. Oh my God. Oh my God. So they got the bye. They coming off of a bye week in their first game because the Chargers versus the Cowboys. That's a Monday nighter, right? Packers Raiders tonight. Appreciate you, Pastor Son. Appreciate you. Benny Blaze. Niners moved on from Lance. Eagles moved on from Wentz. The Rams moved on from Goff. Bucks moved on from Winston. Cowboys afraid to move on. Benny Blaze, let me. I love the star players came and go. Blah blah blah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you so much for the super chat, man, Benny Blaze. But here's the only conundrum: by the Cowboys holding on too long, Todd France was able to see that the Cowboys were not all the way in on Dak Prescott. So now he got him by the short hairs. And the short hairs is he got him by the nuts, basically. Todd France got the Cowboys by the cojones. Let the AI speak on it.
Benny Blaze $20. 09ers moved on from Lance, Eagles moved on from Wentz, Rams moved on from Goff, Bucks moved on from Winston, Cowboys are afraid to move on. I love the star. Players come and go. This coaching staff has let the game pass them by.
By and by. Benny Blade, that's a great super chat. But what's holding us down is Todd France's contract, the language of the contract. No trade clause. And by us having that on there, whenever Dak Prescott have a bad game, and even if you want to consider to trade said Dak Prescott away, they squeeze him. Or you want to bench him, they squeeze him. Even if you don't have goodness and saying things about him, they squeeze him. That's Todd France on the Cowboys. That's Todd France. He is able to squeeze the Cowboys whenever a bad game, he squeezes them. But that is fire, though. You want to move on. But it was a blessing. It was a blessing on how the Eagles were able to move on from Carson Wentz because that contract didn't have nobody squeezing them by the gonads because he was able to move and get something back in return. Now, there is in a trade clause that the quarterback can say, hey, I relinquish my trade clause and I would like to go to X, Y, and Z team. But why would he do that? He getting paid. So that's Todd France even telling them, hey, squeeze them again. You're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? The name of the game is to get paid. So even if we ultimately want to move on from Dak, you can't. The contract. Squeezing them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a non-compete. Who's been in a situation where you got a non-complete clause on your contract? You can't even move on. Burnett says, Let's admit Dak is trash. We ain't getting past the Eagles and make me sick to say it, but I'm done making excuses for Dak. We haven't lost to the Eagles yet. We got to at least face them. Don't think that what the 49ers did to us is what the Eagles going to do to us. Two different kinds of caliber of teams, too, by the way. So that's just what it is, man. Hey, Solid Rock of Jesus Christ Ministry, appreciate you. Save the season. Put Jimmy in the ring of honor now. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Cuban boy says, loud chill. But no, those are facts, man. You got him by the snares. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Squeeze. You know? Somebody says, Tim Cameron said that curse is real. That's what they got us by. Yes, indeed. Rock says, I'm still love number 4. I feel you, man. Loud Trey Fargo. Like, literally, there's nothing, even if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He got the control of the contract. Zay says, get rid of him. You can't. How? How you going to get rid of him? You still got to pay him. Sweet. Cowboy. Yeah, no, I'm telling the truth. Them ones squeeze them. You eat the $60 million. Yeah, you can't eat the $60 million. But it's not our money. That's the only thing, man. It's not our money. It's not our money at this point. The Jones family is the stronghold that the contract got. Unfortunately, that's the stronghold. Unfortunately, and the best thing to do is to wait it out, ride it out. It's just like the stock market. Shoot. It's at bottom now. You just hope to say, okay, it's finna come back up. And at this point, it's not volatile as most people think right now. It's not volatile as people think right now. They did got an insurance package with Trey Lance. They brought up Trey Lance. They got him on the team. So if things don't go well the way it's supposed to, then boom. But for every Josh Allen, there's a Josh Rosen, right? So for those who say, hey, man, let's go move up, for every Josh Rosen, there's also a Sam Darnold. So you don't know for sure that your number one pick in the draft is going to work out. Golf is working out a little bit, but he on his second team already. Carson Wentz, look how that worked out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even, look, knowing us, we'll go get a Paxton Lynch. I'm just telling y'all how it is. So that's why you don't tank and just say, I'm going to tank for the year. I'm going to tank to get this thing out, to see who we can get in the draft. And then who is to say that quarterback knows how to read and operate in the lights that's big and bright over here in Dallas land? People don't operate that way. These guys are billionaires for a reason, right? Shoot, Otis says good QBs don't grow on trees. Dak is a good QB, and good QB. It's one game. I'd rather for us to struggle early and get hot late. Yes, you ain't lying. The last 2 years started hot and struggle late. Yeah. Otis, you right on that. You know what I'm saying? You right on that. Chris 214, language wasn't so strong, Dak would have been gone. Yeah, the language of the contract, if the language of this contract wasn't so strong. Right? So, hey, man, I'm just telling y'all, man, we don't know. Caleb Williams, he's good. Is he Vince Young good? Who remember Vince Young? Vince Young was a balling in college. Is Caleb Williams on the level of Vince Young from a collegiate aspect of it? Who remember Vince Young? And what did Vince Young do in the National Football League? Y'all, look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody that's going to go into, look, a prime example is Brock Purdy. You just never know, man, who you're going to get out of this draft, ladies and gentlemen. TC is saying that he's better than Vince. Yeah, well, he's better than Vince Young. So we'll find out, is he going to be better than Vince Young on the next level? That's how crazy football is. Who saw Brock Purdy coming out of the draft last year or year before that? Yep. What happened to the other guy drafted by the Raiders? Jamarcus Russell. What happened to him? I'm telling you, man, people are not willing to sell a season in week 5. I think that, the Cardinals, shout out to them, they beat our butts this year. But they've been picking top 5, top 6 every year. What have they been doing? My guy Scorpio is Tanner McKee, baby. Yes, indeed. Caleb Williams is younger on the upside. But here's what I got to say we're here. The moment Caleb Williams come over here and start painting his fingernails and everything, the Dallas market would destroy and eat him alive. You know what I'm saying? And then you still have Trey Lance looking over his shoulder. Shoot, there will be a circus fest. And the moment, I know how y'all act. The moment he don't go north of 13 wins his rookie season, people would say, hey, man, at least Dak Prescott won 13 games his rookie year. Y'all wouldn't have the patience. Y'all would want Caleb Williams to be what's this guy, Pat Mahomes. Day one. Y'all be sounding like Louis T. Sam Mahomes. Yeah, they're going to be mad regardless, man. Y'all think it's all sweet now. I've seen it. I'm old enough to remember how y'all would do things. Steve Berline, yeah, man, just put him over there, man. He'll make some wonders over here in Cowboys land. Y'all eat up the team, man. When we lose, y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is what it is. Man, it's going to be crazy. Steve Wash, yeah, I feel you, man. Rodney Peete, you know what I'm saying? That brother was really good, you know. You know, some people don't remember Rodney Peete playing for the Cowboys. Yep. Let me
call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for
get out the way, bird.
Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East Coastin' or we in the hidden hills. In the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you callin' bluffs, I show and prove it
There
is for
are
real.
10 participants in the
Not a
conference.
son of Sam. Keep it off the books and keep it coming in.
And people booed Donovan McNabb when he was drafted for some old Eagles fans. And y'all were throwing tables and stuff when Jalen Hurts got there too. So don't act like y'all was all in on Jalen Hurts. Come on now. Y'all didn't like Jalen Hurts either. See, that's what y'all do. Y'all keep moving the goalposts every time. I remember. Yeah, there's some content creators that Jalen Hurts. The Eagle fan, they were crying when they got Jalen Hurts. How dare y'all get Jalen Hurts? Who remembers? Now look how that turned out. Yes, indeed. Speaking of Pat Mahomes, I got Patrick Not Mahomes on the line, man, from the 757. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, Law? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, man. I can't complain, bro.
I hear you. Well, look, man, that daggone loss last night made me sick to my stomach. And the video that you showed about what San Francisco was doing to us clearly showed that they beat us with the offensive line. Their offensive line is just as nasty as their defensive line. And I saw it last year and the year before because there was times that they highlighted it. But I was thinking today, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, man, when we think about the Dallas Cowboy offense, let's not even talk about like Dak Prescott, because I'm still Team Dak despite the 3 interceptions.
Okay.
Would any other team look at our football team and be like, who do we fear? Like, I literally ask myself that when people like literally coming up against the Cowboys, do they fear Dak Prescott? Do they fear Tony Pollard?
Nah.
Do they fear CeeDee Lamb?
I got another one. You know how you see those alien movies, and it says, "Take me to your leader." You know what I'm saying? Who they gonna take them to?
Take me to your leader.
Who they gonna take them to on the Cowboys?
Exactly.
He's our leader. No, like, I'm the leader for this week. You know, let me make the decisions.
And the only person I can think of, the only person that teams fear on the Cowboys is Micah Parsons on the defense. And they pretty much locked him up last night. Brock Purdy was sitting back there on the couch throwing the football to everybody.
Yeah, man. It's
he
crazy,
was throwing the football, swinging that thing everywhere. And I'm like, bro, and I saw the problem even when we was playing New England getting into the red zone. I was like, yo, they got to tighten up that offensive line. Because when they play San Francisco, any leaks, they're going to exploit it. And I saw it, and I turned off the game at halftime. I was so hot. Because I already knew.
You didn't want to destroy your TV, man. I feel you, man. But, you know.
No, I didn't. I didn't want to destroy my TV. I had to get up early in the morning because I got to be at work at like 5 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
I didn't want to deal with nothing. I was like, you know what? I have to deal with it later. Because,
What the Cowboys got to do, Pat, is every week have the same leader. Have the same captain. This is Michael Parsons' defense, right? This is his team. You know what I'm saying, on the defensive side. Let's not rotate the captains and the team leaders and all of that. Let it be one voice unified, right? And on the offensive side, if it's Zach Martin, damn it, let it be Zach Martin. He's the leader. He's going to be the guy.
Right.
If it's the quarterback, let him be the leader. You know what I'm saying? And just have it from a structured aspect from the psyche, because when everybody think that they're in the leadership role, you have what we call too many chiefs, not enough Indians, right? You know,
absolutely.
And on another note, you know, ants can't tell bees how to make honey. Write that down for those who are out there that need to listen to this. You need your dogs to be dogs, and you need your followers to be followers, and that's the reality of it, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam. We got a lot of people here, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Cowboy Nation, stand up. Come on, man. We got to get this done against the Chargers. Let's go.
Let's get it done, man. It's going to be a fresh Chargers, man. And they had they had the ability to look back at this and say, all right, front row seats with popcorn, tape visualizations and everything. And they got personnel that can probably mimic. I seen Khalil Mack get 6 sacks in one game. So I know that they're going to try to mimic this. And once bad tape is out there like that, they're going to try to exploit it. And if anybody knows the personnel and what we do and what we can't do, is Kellen Moore. And if anybody knows us a little bit, because we just recently played the Chargers in 2021, they know some of the personnel, they know some of the looks that we like to do, and they know Dan Quinn at this point even from afar. They will be well rested and energized to play us. And I think that game is on Monday nights. You let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. I got my guy Tyreek from the 585. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, Tyreek.
Yeah, what's going on, Nation? What's going on, Cowboy Nation? How y'all doing today?
Man, all is well, man. Can't complain. Holler at me, bro.
Yeah, man. I look at it like this, man. We would rather have this happen to us now than later in the season.
True.
We got a lot of injuries. We nursing a lot of injuries. We got people out. The injury bug, stuff like that. I know everybody want to give up. People want to give up on Dak Prescott, but you got to understand, man. This game, this is an eye-opening game. Last night for us, we got washed. As a team, it wasn't just one person; it was the whole team. Even the organization, as far as the head coaches,
right,
and the defensive coordinator, we all got washed together. So this is a team loss. Everybody played pretty much bad. We just gotta lick our wounds and regroup, and let's finish this season strong. And whenever, hopefully, we get to see these dudes again. And we'll be well prepared. But I do think that the front office needs to do some willing and dealing, far as some of their beloved draft picks that they have on this team, and go to looking at this waiver wire too, because we need reinforcements, man. We got to quit playing politics with this football team.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I do not like with the Cowboys, and I think that's holding us back. We're playing too much politics. Because this man getting paid, he has to play. But the guys that was in here playing before this man, some of these people came back over injury, was doing their thing. But you just go sit them on the bench, like that's not a cohesion right there. That's not everybody playing together on the same page. The stuff that I seen from Donovan Wilson last night, I didn't see that in the first couple games when he wasn't here. You know what I mean? I didn't see that until he came back in the Arizona game. Miscommunication and stuff like that. And we just gotta dig deep, man, and just finish strong, like I said. And I think everything will be all right. Dak Prescott, he's the quarterback, he's the leader, one of the leaders of this team, and we gotta stand behind him regardless, But he knows he has to step his game up.
Yeah.
And I think he is. I think he's gonna step his game up. But Mike McCarthy gotta help him. He gotta make it more easier for him out there.
Yeah, so I will listen to some of my guys, man, last night, Boss Cowboy Sports and their post game analysis, and they are pointing out what Mike McCarthy and his play calling and designs, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, but you know how that goes, when you start talking about that, it's a situation whereas people gonna say, hey, that was the excuses last year, right? And the year before that, you got to start looking at the quarterback at this point. And I'm to the belief now that we done painted ourselves into that corner now. You know, I'm talking about the organization, not the people that's talking about the quarterback, right? I'm saying the organization painted it so it can be that way. So the only thing that could change now if Mike McCarthy said, you know what, hey, I dropped the ball on this. The quarterback didn't fit well with me and this type of thing. I'm going to relinquish my play calling duties and let Brian Schottenheimer call the plays, because Brian Schottenheimer, he is more of the physical run approach. He's more of the running guy versus what we seen last night of the finesse looks in the past. That's my thoughts on that, bro.
Yeah, man, because you can't have Tony Pollard running into a box of 8 like that. You know what I mean? Trying to run him up the gut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get this good dude on the outside. That's where he does damage at. Like, he got to start coaching to his players' gifts and their play style. Everybody got a different play style. So it's like, you can't have a dynamic receiver like CeeDee Lamb getting frustrated because you're not trying to put the ball in his hand. I don't care if he lines up in the backfield. You get the ball in this dude's hands, man.
Yeah,
like, I don't care if it's an end around. Like, come on, man. He should know. Mike McCarthy, good as his offenses used to be back when, he should know better than that, bro. And I'm just gonna say we got punched in the mouth, Cowboy Nation. We got to move forward, man. We got to put this game behind us and move forward, man. So
yes indeed, man.
Appreciate
you, Tyreek.
Job all you want.
Appreciate you.
All right,
no
yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, man. Oh.
The conference has been locked.
All right, so we got 30 people in here. I doubt if we get to all 30 of y'all, but we're going to try to knock them out as quick as possible. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, those who calling in, be courteous. I got 30 people in here. 30, not 20, 30, you know. So I want to echo on his point here that the Cowboys themselves got to figure this out. We can't look for anybody else to do film analysis and breakdowns and all. No, themselves. Because we can talk about something and echo and point those things out. But if the Cowboys don't figure this out, then we'll be sitting there, what do they call it, pinning the tail on the donkey. I got Trey. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me from the 901.
Hey. Yeah, I am so, upset because I, myself, I don't let nobody talk about that. I don't care who don't like him, Dak, whack, whatever y'all want to say about him. He's still our quarterback. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is, because I know Dak can do way better than he did last night. I know this. Right, We've seen it, okay? We've seen it. Even the play that we did get the dang on 7 points on with Turpin. That boy threw a bomb. Okay, so why you couldn't repeat that? Because Purdy did. Purdy repeated the same damn play at least 6 times in a row. I'm like, wait a minute. How y'all gonna let this man just stand here and throw this ball like this way after? So don't you think you need to get y'all tail out there where he at? Where was Deron at? Was he even on the field? Where was Fowler? Where was... Look, y'all, my head hurts. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong, literally. But here's the thing, y'all. It's just week 5. I need everybody to calm down. Yeah, it was a bust in the mouth. We needed that bust in the mouth because now the whole world sees that you got to get this stuff together. I don't know what it is. It seemed like Kellen Moore was there last night, obviously, if that's the reason why he's gone. So my thing of it is, y'all got to get tougher. Y'all got to get tougher. You got to stand your ground. You say you're a damn lion, open your mouth up and bite. Let's do this.
No doubt, Trey.
You say you're an elite quarterback? Do this. And I just want everybody to know we going into this next week where we got, the next game we got the Chargers. So, yeah, they coming off of their bye. They going to be ready. But guess what? It's like we going to have a quick little bye because we're not playing anymore until Monday. So they got a whole week to get this together. Don't play with me. Let's stay back. So let's do this, y'all. Let's move forward. Let's go, Cowboys. We got a whole lot of more games to go, y'all. This was just game 5. Calm down. It's going to be okay. We got this.
Okay.
Love you, Law. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Let them hang.
Let them hang. Appreciate you, Trey. Thank you so much. Good call from her. All right. So, hey, if you want to look, if you want to be in a room with certain people, you're gonna have to prove that you can belong in that room, right? You got to learn how to walk and hold yourself into that space. So if the quarterback want to be in there, then he gonna have to play to be in those lanes, right? So he's gonna have to figure out ways to overcome the challenges of whatever is thrown in front of him. Now, granted, that's also in lines of this defensive front. That's also in lines with his linebackers, the safeties, and that's also in line with the wide receivers. If you want to be great, ball touch your hand, you got to catch it. If you want to be great, when you're running and you want that big contract, Tony Pollard, you can't fumble that ball. You got to secure the ball. You got to know situation and land awareness of where the outer boundary is at and get enough yards to get out of bounds. You can't cut back inside. You can't press. You can't press. And to me personally, I got to say this. Great teams don't put their players consistently on franchise tags. Because what happened here is when you on franchise tags, you either got to perform to the level that you played at last year or beyond. And to me, when these players are playing on the franchise tag, to me, they press a little bit. They start pressing a little bit. The only person that I believe when they put back-to-back franchise tags on them and that they kind of got to that degree of playing unbelievable was D-Law. Everybody else, when you put the franchise tag on them, it just seems to me, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong, that they press a little bit too much. Dak Prescott, they put the franchise tag on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Then he got hurt. You know, I think those type of things. And then they end up putting the franchise tag back on him the next year. You know what I'm saying? Twice, back-to-back franchise tag. But they came up with an agreement to go ahead and get him going, right? Dalton Schultz, they put a franchise tag on him. Had a PCL injury. Quarterback was out. He didn't match the same numbers that he got the previous year. You see what I'm saying? Them franchise tags. Something about them franchise tags. And I ain't trying to say that it's over with for Tony Pollard. I think that he's just a step slower, and he's not going to be able to get to his same looks that he did before. I got Tyron, man, from the Vegas. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me. From the 702, you're live. Kobe Cowboy, you're live.
What's up, Law? How you doing, brother?
All is well. Can't complain. Talk to me, man.
And if any of it interests you, I'll let you talk on the off the call. But my first thing, man, after watching a few things as far as replays go, my biggest gripe is definitely going to be pass protection. Obviously, all those starting offensive linemen that we didn't have for so long, they didn't look like they had a damn clue what they were doing last night.
Facts, yeah.
Secondly, I feel like Dak was throwing the ball a little too quick. Obviously, pass protection can come into play there. But if you go back and you break down the film, there's a couple times coming across on a slant where CD, you could have gave him an opportunity to make a play and go after the ball. Third, I'm going to go back to defense. Obviously, the defense is only going to degrade after they're on the field over and over and over again. They had quite a few stops where we had plenty of chances to try to make a comeback into this game before it got ugly. I don't know if it's play calling. I don't know if it's Dak Prescott. I usually defend Dak to the end of time.
Right.
But I was mad last night. I can't defend the man when he gave me nothing to defend.
He didn't give you a lot of real estate at all last night. Yeah, I feel you on that.
No, sir, he did not. But I would like to see Brandon Cooks implemented a heck of a lot more. I mean, we saw its speed last night. We know it's there. I don't know why the man's got, I don't even think he's got 12 targets this year. But through 5 weeks, man, I don't have a whole lot to be excited for. This offense, everybody can be happy. It's great to be a Cowboy fan. I love it. There's a lot of downside that comes to it because of all the hate. But this offense has got to get it figured out. The defense, before Diggs went out, even prior to, that game last night, they've been hiding a lot of our offensive woes. And we just got to get it figured out, man. Don't even be talking playoffs right now. We got to figure the offensive side out, or we ain't going nowhere.
No doubt, Kobe. Appreciate you for calling in. Yes, we're going to have to figure some things out. And to his point, Brandon Cooks is 18 passer rating when targeted. He is averaging 8.1 yards per reception there. And yards after catch is 1.3 according to PFF. And 19 targets, 9 receptions for 73 yards and 0 touchdowns. So right now, it's not a good fit for right now. It's still early, but we going into week 6 now, and we got to see something. This is almost halfway to the season, so we're going to have to get a little bit more out of him and see what we can get on the table. Shout out to my guy, but we're going to have to get more from him. I got my guy, Cowboys, Dwayne. You live on the Nation. Talk to me, bro. Appreciate you for jumping in.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing today? Things I got to say. I wasn't agreeing with the play calling on the offensive side of the ball, but really what really got me was defensive. How they were calling the plays. Why are you doing stunts when you got an incredible running back? You would need to be covering the gaps. You know what I'm saying? Because Christian McCaffrey can. He that's his bread and butter, the gaps on the outside. But I'm just not understanding why they were doing the stunts. If you see that they were, holding the lion, they were taming the lion basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? So why would you just not, stay in your gaps? Don't do nothing out of the ordinary. Just straight defense. Quit playing this stunt and trying to pressure him. Brock Purdy is not the best quarterback. I understand that, but he's knowledgeable of what the defense is giving him. And that's all you can ask for a quarterback to do, is to give what they're giving you. And he took full advantage of what they were giving him. So, I can't – just last night, the better team won. Now we just have to go back and figure out where our mistakes is and, add strength to what we had our weaknesses were. But I'm still going to ride with Cowboys. It's still early in the season. We still got a lot of room to improve. And like I said, like the last caller said, I wish they would use Cooks a little bit more often. Quit babysitting Dak. Don't worry about what last year happened. Last year was last year. There's nothing you can do about last year.
Nothing you can do, man. Just let Dak play, man. Like I said, you know, a lot of people don't like the analogy, but we can see it. He got a governor on him, man. Let that dude play, and then if he plays terrible, then he just played terrible. But let the man play. Let him rip it. That's what I would say. And establish something. Try to figure out a way to get the run game going so that you can utilize that to open up the pass. That's my thoughts on that. But hey, he's gonna have to step it up for now, because at the end of the day, it's an egg on his face, because he is the number one target for the 3-letter network.
Yep, that's true. And they're gonna always make up some kind of excuse for him. They always gonna have something to say about him. So, every great quarterback has a bad time. You know what I'm saying? Their whole career has not just been just starlights and, fireworks and everything. Every great quarterback gonna go through some trials and tribulations. That's how I know that you to be great.
No
you know
doubt,
what I'm saying?
man. Appreciate you, Cowboys, Dwayne. Man, appreciate you so much.
All
man.
right.
Yes,
all right. Thank you very much, sir.
Good call from him, man. Hey, Dak. It's just what it is. I got my guy Jake the Great from the 561. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Yo, Law, what's happening? How you doing, man?
Hey, man. I'm well, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, I see you holding it down like 100 pounds for the Nation, man. God bless you.
Man, I'm going to fight.
Man,
Talk to me.
I want to quote two of my favorite coaches from the old school. You might know this gentleman by the name of Dennis Green. The late Dennis Green says, they were who we thought they were.
Yep, they were.
And we let their ass off the hook. Not only that, I'm going to quote another coach that I like. You know him too, his name is Jim Mora. He said, playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs? Man, we're just trying to win a game. Listen, man, I am so humbled. I'm feeling like Brandon this morning, dog. I'm like, yo, I know we're going to win some games, but that, you got to show me something in the playoffs, man, because the way I'm looking at it now, we're going to face one or four of these juggernauts. and my confidence level right now for Dak is real low, real low. I'm not abandoning him, but man, it's real low because from the final word, I was hyped up for Big Game James. He done drunk the Kool-Aid, but the Kool-Aid was made with artificial sugar. It was Splenda. It wasn't no real sugar, man. Big Game said it's got to be Dak. It's got to be Dak McCarthy to come in there, and they didn't do it. So
hey man, we can literally say back and forth, got to be Dak. But even if Dak was on last night, do we win this game? You saw what the defense did.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So those are things that we.
Trash, Law.
Yeah. So
the defense was trash.
We can't, and that's what the ladder networks are saying right now. It's like, what happened when scoops and scores don't happen? What happened when XYZ? It's literally. Our defense can't be playing like this. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me trying to protect the quarterback because he did play terrible. But at the same time, we can't just look at it and say, okay, it's just 4 that played terrible. The defense played terrible, man. The whole entire team. Yeah. And this is the second time we saw this, too. You know, the Cards game, this is the second time we saw this. But go ahead.
Dak didn't play good neither. But the reason I put this on Dak is because when the 49ers went out there and scored, we had 3 drives when we went 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and we just let our defense hang out to dry. And it's just Dak's decision making. Like, he's playing like a man that's scared to make mistakes.
True.
In year 7 or year 8, I just would like to see him have more confidence in himself. Like I told Sky, like there was a play where he probably would not ran Greenlaw, but he was so indecisive. Like, can I run? Should I run? Should I throw? Should I run? Before he knew it, you're down for the count. So Dak's indecisiveness, like it just weighs more than the defense. I know defense played terrible, but Dak's indecisiveness is like, you gotta tighten up. And winning a couple games ain't gonna solve it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it done this year, or man, we're gonna move on with Trey Lance. And sorry, Dak, but I don't got no more patience.
I feel you,
and
Jake.
We all owe Twinmaker an apology because he came out here humble, even though the chat was riding the Cowboys, saying 49ers that. You know what I'm saying? He stayed quiet, and he proved his point. We're the little brothers. We're not even on the level of the 49ers. So as I go, no more Super Bowl talks, please. And if we're going to talk about playoffs, we're going to have to say if we win in the playoffs because this team ain't going nowhere. And
I feel you. I feel you on that, Jake. Appreciate you for calling in. The thing is, the Niners saw something in Brock Purdy, and they said, hey, we just going to pull the trigger on him. My brother wasn't sold on Brock Purdy starting off at the earlier parts of this offseason. In his mind, Trey Lance is better than Brock Purdy. That's why I asked him this morning, hey, so when did this happen? You know what I'm saying? But from a person that's still building their resume, I think Purdy is still building his resume. And right now, the 49ers look damn near unstoppable, right? On both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. But I want you guys to understand this too. It's plenty of football left. And if you want to crown a team in week 5 that they going to win the Super Bowl or they going to go all the way, then you can go with that. And I'm not taking nothing away from the 49ers nor the Eagles, Detroit, or the Cowboys. I'm not taking none of that stuff away from anybody. But it's not even cold yet. And you think that problems, trials, and tribulation is not around the corner for those other teams, I got Land on the Moon for sale for you. I got my guy, Press, man. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hello. What's up, homie?
Not much, bro. Talk to me.
Hey, man. Question, do you, they ran cover 1 rubber press and cover 2, right?
Majority of the time, yeah. Cover 3.
Issue,
Oh, you talking about them or us on defense or offense?
Them on defense.
Okay.
Yeah, they were running it, and the throws and routes that Dak was supposed to throw, he threw them anyway, man. Almost like he's still struggling with reading defense. got to execute on the plays regardless. That's why the defense played bad, because the offense couldn't sustain no drives like that, man. Had they been able to sustain drives, man, hell, it probably wouldn't have been as bad, because they wouldn't have had the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? And I wish everybody would stop saying that we gonna be okay. We not gonna be okay, man. Look, like we got beat by the worst team in the league and the best team in the league, and they wasn't good at all on no level. And it seemed like the defense have a bad game, the offense have a bad game. I don't know.
So
Man.
so what is that? You know what I'm saying? So at this point, what you ultimately saying, Press, is that the Cowboys' offensive quarterback plays defense as well. That all of a sudden that play that Brian Baldinger pointed out, that wide receiver was so wide open that you or I could have thrown that ball, that's also Prescott's fault. I get it. The time of possession. Oh, no. The time of possession was lopsided in this particular game. But at the same token, that wasn't the same situation for the Cards game. We won time of possession. So that's anecdotal information that you're presenting. Now, the fumble that happened inside of our own side of the field with Tony Pollard, I get that. They had a short field. We never even seen the red zone last night. We 0 for 0 in the red zone because we never got a chance to visit there. So I give it what you're saying with quarterback not with the ability to read defenses and things like that. Well, damn it, they have to be on the head coach at this point. He's sitting there at practice, and if he know that the quarterback that the Cowboys paid $40 million to can't read defense, then shame on him. He should bench him and put Cooper Rush in. He should bench him. He should bench him. But why is that not happening? Do you think that you know more football than Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer?
No.
You don't know more football than him, but you just said it. If he can't read, then Cooper Rush must could. You know.
No, you seen it though, bro.
Wait a minute. So he can't read. So that means that if you seen it, then the actual head coach should have been able to see that, and he should have made the statement saying, "Hey, the reason why we lost this game is because Dak Prescott can't read the defense. I called the right plays. He didn't run it the right way. I called the right play. If he'd have read the defense right, that should have been day one of the doggone press conference. I called the right plays. I did the right things. He couldn't read it.
Right, but I don't think they actually. I think McCarthy don't know that.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. I think they know that he have an issue with that law, and they really don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because what that look like, that they know he got this issue. Well, then hell, we ain't finna have $50 million sitting on the bench like that. You see what I'm saying?
That is bull sugar right there. That's bull sugar, bro. That's bull sugar.
I don't think that, though. Dak's still having the same issues, Long, that we was all talking about year after year.
That's absolutely bull sugar, because if that's the coach, if he's the head coach, and if he said that if he call out a play that the progression is supposed to go from right to left, and if the quarterback refusing to do that, and he keep putting that same quarterback out there, that's on the actual head coach, not the quarterback. He should be able to bench the doggone quarterback and say, I'm going to give Cooper Rush a try. And then when Cooper Rush goes out there, and we should see some levels of improvement because Cooper Rush know how to read defense and Dak Prescott don't. That should be the conversational piece here, regardless of who getting paid or not. If you can't read, you can't read.
Yep. But I don't think it's I think it's this. The routes that they put out there on those specific ones that he actually threw the picks on, Dak was never supposed to throw that ball there, but he threw it anyway. That's my issue, is what I'm saying. The routes that they put against the couple.
You said the refs or the routes, like the running of the routes, right? Routes.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay. The routes.
Those routes. You can't win those routes against that coverage, but he threw it anyway.
What was the progressions on that? What was the progressions on it? Are you basing this off the all 22 or off the broadcasting view? I need to know.
No, I'm judging it off of what I've seen on the field, man.
All right, well, we will find out later, man. I appreciate you for calling in. We got over 19 people, and they'll make one more point. I'll let you go.
No, that's good, man. That's all. Oh, yeah, the last thing. And where's our defense? Is that just like on that, our guys don't rally together for nothing, seems like. It seems like every time they hit us, man, it was like 7 or 8 of their guys around. And it seemed like all our guys was on the other side of the field.
Because that's Dak Prescott's fault. Appreciate you for calling in, fam. God, dog, man. God, you just said it. It was Dak Prescott's fault. You know what I'm saying? So how I'm just big. So some people think that I'm not rationalizing this thing altogether. He just said it. The reason why our defense didn't rally, didn't do the things that they supposed to do is because of the quarterback. And then he going to turn around and then criticize my defense. Well, it's the quarterback fault. That's what he just said. That was the base of his conversation. And I appreciate you, Press. You're a good follower of the channel, but I just got to call a spade a spade. I'm just saying for what it is. I got $100,000 from the 201. You're live on the Nation.
Lord, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Everything is Dak Prescott's fault. I want us to put Trey Lance in the next game. I want us to do that the next game because I want everybody to sit there and say, Trey Lance, get out of here. We need to bring another quarterback in here. Because that's what they're going to say. I don't care what the quarterback is they're going to bring in here. The minute they don't work out, bring another quarterback in here because that quarterback ain't working. When are they going to sit there and say, when is the fan base going to say, we're looking at you with that eye, Mike. Because you know what I saw last night? Shanahan make his quarterback look pretty because everybody was wide the hell open. When I saw Dak Prescott throw passes, 2 people was there, or he throwing the check down, and somebody was still right there as soon as you catch the ball. Nobody's wide open. I didn't see no pick plays. I didn't see no screen until the end of the game when he threw a screen to Tony Pollard. I clapped. And the time that we did go in motion, it was a touchdown. When do you help your quarterback out? It's not just the quarterback. It's the OC too. If the OC ain't calling good plays for your quarterback is going to look trash. And they wasn't getting open. CD was locked down. We got a 4-3.
Hey, he wasn't like that. That can't read. That can't read. He can't read defense, man.
We got a 4-3 wide receiver where they ain't doing shit to get him open. I'm sorry, Lord.
No, you good.
To get him open.
Because he can't read, bro. The brother can't read.
They're not doing anything. Tony Pollard, I don't even think he touched the ball 10 times.
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
So what, he fumbled? Come back with the run. So what? How many times did Dado run the football, Law? If all you want to be is one balance the whole game, the 49ers already knew they're just going to throw the ball 30, 40 times today. We're going to blitz them every time. There was no balance.
I think the play that really kind of screwed everything was 3rd and 2. They go shotgun, and I'm sitting here like, hey, we got some positive momentum going here. Just run the ball right there. You know what I'm saying? Just
Thank you.
Ball. But keep going.
Thank
Thank
you. But none of this matters. None of this matters. The quarterback is supposed to spray perfume on this and make things happen. Yeah. This is the NFL. This ain't college where you could just run and, okay, that man is going to beat that man. No. It don't work like that. You got to throw some motion in there. You got to throw some confusion in there. What do they say about our defense, Law? We can't handle the miss routes when people go that way and they throw the ball the other way. Tell me, when do you see that with the Cowboys offense? When do you see that? Where's the misdirection? You don't see it. But every other quarterback, but Purdy is looking amazing. He's great. They're making him look great because of the calls that's being called. That's why. When you got Dak Prescott, man, throw that ball through that keyhole every single time.
Well, hey,
You're
we gonna figure this out down the line, bro. I feel you, man. I thank you for calling in. 100 grand. One more point before I let you go. One more point. What you got?
In the defense, you shut Michael Parsons down. Where was D-Law? Where was everybody else beating their man? It wasn't there last night.
Parsons.
And our linebackers are trash. I'm out, bro.
It's Dak Prescott fault, bro. Put him at Mike. Hey, man, I get with what y'all saying. So if y'all wanted to make it the quarterback fault, from here on out, it's the quarterback fault. I'm promising y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. It's the quarterback fault. It's the quarterback fault. From the 205, you're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
What up, Law? It's Zeta here, man.
Not much,
Maybe
bro.
a few points to get off. All right, Slaw. So, who are we as a team? We have no scheme. We have no identity, and it's been the way that it has been for, like, as long as I can remember. All right.
Well, we're supposed to be a
Dak.
team with principle and concepts, man. We're supposed to be able to attack a team a certain way. So we had no identity offense with Kellen Moore, and now all of a sudden we're seeing some of the same semblance. So at this point, it's Dak Prescott's fault, man. That's all I'm going to say. From here on out, it's Dak Prescott's fault. He can't read. He can't write. He's the first R quarterback to ever make it to the National Football League and to get $40 million. And I said R. I didn't say the whole word. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? N-R-A. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. But go ahead.
All right. But the offensive scheme, you remember how you were saying when your parents in the car and you're trying to drive? Well, the offense seems like it's catered to somebody that's not capable as a quarterback, like Trey Lance. It seems like they catering the offense to him, that acting like that has a decade. And I'm going to get on defense. And Micah Parsons is not a leader. There's nobody on this team that's a leader that can look another man in their eyes and tell them that they effed up. There's nobody on this team. Nobody on the coaching staff, nobody in the box, nobody on the field, nobody.
Yeah.
And on the outside, Stephon Gilmore, man, Ayuk did something bad to that boy, man. And our defense, I'm looking at him like, what are you looking at? We don't attack, we react. We don't attack. We just wait for something to happen and then we go. That's why we was getting gashed on every play. There's nobody attacking. Blam's doing his thing. I mean, you asking where he's at. He over there on the other side of the field locking somebody down. You ain't going to see him, but you're going to see Gilmore getting beat every time.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We got to make a trade for either Marlon Humphrey, Patrick Surtain, or Devin White. That's who we got to do.
It'd be nice if we can hit that Devin White situation. And just even from cosmetics, man, if you have a linebacker that can align people up, you know, and get these guys in the right spots on the field, right? That can pay dividends too. Somebody who can read offenses, you know what I'm saying, from a defensive perspective. I appreciate you, bro. I thank you for calling in, man.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's we need to have. That's another multi-million-dollar idea. Let's make shirts that said Dak Prescott fault, Dak fault, DF. You know, have a hat to say DF on there, man. MJ, you live on The Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what up, Law?
DPF. That's what we're gonna put. DPF in the chat. You know, talk to me, bro.
Hey, 1,000, my man. 100 was
Mhm.
right. He broke it down. Let me get this breakdown for y'all.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking. Let me tell y'all something what happened. I'm going to call a spade a spade. And everybody on here ain't going to like it. You know, Dak Prescott did good. What I wanted Dak to do, because he called the last game, right, on the sideline, right?
Uh-huh.
So he should be able to call his own play. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So McCarthy called a play into him. Do like Romo used to do. That, you got to go on and take over. That's what everybody wants you to do. I don't care if you throw a 20 and say, man, if McCarthy called a dumb play, you call your play, bro, that you think is just going to work.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
Two, let's put this down for y'all now. Remember, Law told you that defense was whack as hell?
Man, yeah, I remember you telling us that, man. You said that
y'all
you was
after
there.
the Arizona game. I told y'all.
Uh-huh.
I told y'all been licking y'all chops with your boy. He's overrated, bro. He's overrated. Y'all come up interceptions and all that. Woo woo. No. Let me tell y'all why he's overrated. Let me tell y'all something. When Ridgeway, when I was at the camp, Lord, Ridgeway was balling.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn, y'all, he like playing small linemen to try to get a pass rush. When you play big, now if you do like all the other teams, look what the 49ers do. They kept their big boys in, held their linebackers right there, and they safeties, back, and their corners pumping and running. That's the only way you're going to help Gilmore. That's the only way you're going to help your other corners. That's the way you're going to help your safeties from being out of trouble. And then the favoritism. Number 50 should have been here. Ridgeway should have been here. Harper, Ridgeway. Who else should have been here? 24 should be playing on field. Israel McClamo played last year against the 49ers. He played good. He should have been here. He should have been playing. But now you got to play him nonsense. Help you, what you call? And y'all going to crack up. Y'all know when you finna crack up, Law?
What's that?
You should have never got rid of that kid because everybody on here hated him. Now you ain't got he was who you was talking about, Law? Who got traded to Miami?
Oh, you talking about Kelvin Joseph? He's on the bench over there, but I feel you what you said though, bro, man.
He could have been Kevin Joseph. Hey, when he was getting burnt on the thing he was getting burnt, he didn't ever turn his head. This number 19 he got. Oh my God! If we play a game against Philadelphia, y'all, he's getting torched.
He's slow, man. I don't know what's going on.
Let me show y'all something.
One more point. Yeah.
One more point. Here goes Philadelphia's schedule, y'all. This is where I'm gonna know how good they play. They play the Jets next week, so I'm gonna see how they do against the Jets. If the Jets beat them, then I'm gonna say they're not that good. But right now they're good. Now if they beat the Jets, then they play the Dolphins, then they play the Commanders, then they play the Cowboys, then they play the Chiefs, then they play the Bills, then they play the 49ers, then they play the Cowboys, then they play the Seahawks.
Yeah, this is a long little stretch right there. Boy, you got their schedule down packed. But yeah, it's a long stretch for them.
They're not the division, so we got to win the division.
Right.
So, but right now, I ain't gonna talk no playoffs no more. I ain't gonna talk no Super Bowl no more. I'm just gonna keep it real. Brandon, he got me. I got Brandon. If you don't hear, you got me, brother. I can't say nothing. I like my quarterback.
He clapping you down like Trent Williams, man. But I appreciate you for calling in, man. DPF, man. DPF, man. DPF, man. Appreciate you. I won't come out with that headline. Be DPF until he traded, Well, he can't get traded because no trade clause. Until he gone, it's DPF, baby. Hey, man, and put a star on it, baby. Oh, we make millions, man. Somebody go ahead and patent that for me, man. DPF, man. Come on. I see you, my guy. He's almost up next, man. Brandon, you're almost up next. But I got 651. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me. DPF.
Am I on?
Yeah, you on, man. I'm about to move on, bro. Go ahead, jump on in, man.
Cool. Looking at that game, I see a couple problems. Number one, Dan Quinn got too cute. He should have had, if you're going to have a like Micah Parsons, he shouldn't go up against Trent Williams. That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was dumb. I don't understand that. Number two, Dallas needs some new linebackers. LBO or whatever the hell y'all call dude, he needs to be selling insurance right now. His time in Dallas should be over. Another thing I saw is Mike McCarthy's very rusty. His play calling is just suspect. And I think this is Dak's last year. This is his last year. Ride him out and then cut him in March and move on. And y'all should rebuild, just like Michael Parsons' brother, or was his brother, I think it was his brother said, restart over.
Oh, Parsons got a brother that's out there talking?
Yep.
What's his brother, man? Send me his info so I can take a look at it. Because a lot of times what players do, they'll vent to their brothers, and then they rant and vent to them, and then you get the truth out of the brothers, man. I probably met him because I met the sisters and everybody. I met the mom, but it could be I know who you're probably talking about. But keep going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, because that's my thing. Because I'm like, Dak, I think once he tore up his ankle, he's scared to run now. And the O-line is getting long in the tooth. So I think it's just time to rebuild. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys got a great group of young players. You know, the older veterans.
The way you preface in the conversation, are you a Cowboy fan or are you a fan of another team and you calling in?
I'm a fan. Well, see, look, I'm from Minnesota, so I'm watching what's going on with Trey Lance since he's from Minnesota. So I'm watching y'all from afar.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, because I'm seeing it with the Vikings. We have Kirk Cousins, good quarterback, but because he makes so much money, you can't fill the roster in with other pieces.
Yeah.
So I think Dak Prescott is like a black Kirk Cousins. He's good, but he's not in the Mahomes stratosphere as good. So his pay grade is too high for what you're expecting.
Yeah.
So
when you talk
like
about
you were saying earlier,
when you talk about that money aspect of it, man, now it's a situation whereas most teams, and that's what I was trying to, I was joking with Press. I hope he don't take it personally when I say, man, Dak can't read, well, bench him. The head coach need to do that. But with most teams, there is a money aspect that's tied to it. And I truly believe that sometimes a breath of fresh air need to happen. But we are the only team. We 3-2. It's not like we 2-3 or we like 1-4 or something like that. But we are 3-2, and I get it, right? We seen this quarterback before throw for 37 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. We seen the quarterback throw for 455 yards. So if you just don't lose all of that, I don't think that the aliens from whatever that space jump done happened to Dak Prescott. I just think that, man, we coming into a situation where it's a perfect storm that occurred. And what most people do, regardless of how I say it, they only look at it like, man, you just apologizing for Dak Prescott. No, he need to play better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do they like? I do 4 or 5 hours of shows, right? Me saying, hey, he should have hit this guy, he should have hit that guy, and they only take all of that and they take it and throw it away, and they say, he's apologist. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, he need to play better.
No,
he need to go through the progression better. But keep going.
I think for what Dak, I think number one, Mike McCarthy's rusty. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, for Dak's production, he should be getting paid half that. He's not a scrub, but I don't think he should be getting paid the 50 or 55 he wants. I think he should be paid in the 20-25 range.
Well. Here's how that part went. They never offered him the money the first time. And at this point, man, there's like 14 quarterbacks getting paid more than Dak Prescott at this previous time, right? Everybody got paid. And we got to stop looking at the money aspect of it because a majority of those players, they're not even above 500 themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Lamar Jackson living up to his expectation, Deshaun Watson, all of the Kyler Murray, all of those boys getting paid not just $4 or $5 million more, but they getting paid $10 million more than Dak Prescott. So arguing, being confused and mad at the money now is a moot point. He's on the tail end out. He is not playing to the level where somebody will feel comfortable right now and can make the justifications of giving him an extension, right? The underwriters for the Cowboys going to say, hey, man, he don't have enough credit worthiness. He don't have enough X, Y, and Z's and all of this stuff. Y'all know how underwriters are. You can apply for it and get pre-approved, and you think, hey, I got this. But the underwriter's going to go in and say, how tall are you? You know, what your blood type? You know, you be waiting forever to close on the house. Hey, what his ancestries are and all of those things. So I think that right now that what we're seeing is the last days of Dak Prescott if we don't turn it over now. And I'm not saying for those other side because it's an extreme on the other side. See, I told you, law is changing on Dak Prescott. That's not the case.
I'm in the middle. I'm like, look, ride him out this year. Ride him out this year because he's not bad. He's not bad at all. And like you were saying, there's 14 other players getting 14 other quarterbacks are getting paid more than him.
Right.
Cool.
13, 14,
Keep
something
him
like
that
that.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep him that way. But if he wants to be one of the top 2 or 3, oh, hell no. You got to walk. But where he's at right now in 14, cool. Keep him that way. Oh, and by the way, here's another thing, little tidbit for you. My cousin actually used to play for the Cowboys. Remember Felix Jones?
Oh, yeah. Felix Jones don't like me, though.
Oh, we don't like you. You don't like you. I'm about to tell Cuddy.
Yeah, tell Cuz, man. I got a whole video out there. Somebody like, yeah, man, Felix, man, what's good, man? You know Law Nation? Yeah, he said, man, I know Law Nation. He talked bad about me. Because Felix back in the day, he looked like David Chappelle, but then he had, they wanted him to gain weight and get stronger. He gained weight and he looked like a refrigerator with legs. You remember that? You know what I'm saying?
No, you got to keep that speed. No, we can't get that big in our family. No.
He had lost it, you know what I'm saying?
I had another cousin that used to play for y'all. Remember Randall Cobb?
God dog, man. Everybody your cousin, man. Shoot, yo, good genes over there, bro. Hey, wait, one more point because I gotta let you go. But one more point. What you got?
Well, I'm just saying, I think Dan Quinn got too cute. That was ridiculous. I mean, y'all need some linebackers bad. And I think Parsons should have been lining up against the other bum. And Mike McCarthy, he got to straighten up because his job is on the line. He's supposed to be an offensive-minded coach. You're supposed to put up points. You can't be playing that archaic offense and expecting that to make a gourmet meal when it's serving shit. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's my final point. I just see y'all eventually moving on. I think y'all need to have a slight rebuild to real back up. Tear down and rebuild back up because your old line is getting too old.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, I see your name too now down there, man. So yeah, you are related to all of those people. Appreciate you, bro. All right, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Salute,
right,
man.
brother.
Yes, indeed. So he related to Randy Cobb. Me and Randy Cobb, we cool though. Me and Randy Cobb, cool. We shout out to Cowboys Experience. I got a chance to meet up with Randall Cobb when he was here in Cowboys land. But Felix Jones, man, he's my guy still, sure, I feel privileged enough that they know who I am, you know what I'm saying? But it was these type of things, man. Shout out to Felix Jones, but he gained that weight. And he didn't look explosive as he used to because he was trying to do X, Y, and Z things, and it just didn't happen for him. I got Syracuse Joe, then I got Brandon Ross, then I got Darius, man. I got both of the heavy hitters, man, back to back. And then I got Nation, so those will be the locations of everything. Syracuse Joe, man, talk to me, man.
What's good, Law? What's good, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate the show, bro. Listen.
Talk to me, man.
I couldn't help but notice a team that was unprepared. It wasn't the idea. It seemed as though they had their mindset for one thing, and the 49ers had their mindset for something else. And Dallas never recovered. It was like going into a tornado with an umbrella, thinking that you protected. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the thought, at the end of the game, even I guess all perspective being what it is, when do you ever tell yourself we need to do something different? They kept going back to the same things that weren't working. You had on the defensive side, as much as I love Q, you had the offense finding Micah Parsons. There were dudes that were finding Micah. It wasn't like you need to know where he was, but you had guys looking for him to keep him disrupted, to keep him out of whatever. And again, being too cute on one side, gap integrity, all of this other stuff that they should have. 100 Grand was dead nuts when he was talking.
Yeah, he was.
The idea that you should be two gap in this entire game, the idea that you should have had a 5-man front damn near the entire game, the idea that you should have that your coverage underneath
has to change at some point when they're running the same play over and over again, gaining the yards after yards, more at one time than more again, then coming back to the play. And even after Bland went down,
right,
the floodgates open. After, and I'm going to tell everybody that's been listening, I agree that Live should not be there, except for Live is the brain trust. Everybody has to know that. Live is the man that puts people in position. He's the dude out there. That's why they look discombobulated when he's gone.
You talking about LVE?
So when he's up, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
LVE, that's what I call him Live.
They call him Live.
Yeah, I call him Live. But listen, the idea that he's the computer chip in the defense, he sets everybody straight. When he's missing, that's why they looked so bad last year when he was gone. When it was Damone Clark and Harper, and Damone Clark and the guy.
Well, let me ask you this though. And this is once again, this is no shade upon any of our players. So if we know that he is that guy, and when they did like this rankings of amongst all linebackers in the National Football League, he was ranked 79th. So if that's our leader, take me to your leader on the defense. If that's our leader, and when he was on the open market, all teams passed up on him, and the Cowboys said, you know what? We're going to bring him back for that type of contract. It's signed for 2 years, which I'm not taking any angles or shade at my guy LVE, right? So if he is our leader of the defense in that light, then we in trouble, man. We in trouble collectively. And he played good last night. He didn't play terrible.
Yep.
He played good.
Yep.
But if that's the situation, then we in problems, man.
But listen, that's again, if you can't law, what's wrong with the car market right now, right? What was wrong with the car market during COVID? Nobody could make chips. They couldn't make the computer parts. They couldn't do whatever.
Right.
With certain pieces, you can't replace them until you build a new one. They haven't found a new piece to put in that spot yet. None of the guys have stepped up. None of the guys have done what I don't know who it is, who it needs to be. Maybe it needs to be Kearse on that side of the ball. Maybe he needs to take more control, but he's in the backfield. But Live gets things set in place. And again, his physical understanding is subpar. And I mean, even his reaction, his reaction time to holes or gaps that are open that he should be hitting as a linebacker. I use the term pity pat. He pity pats a lot. He stops. He thinks about it, and then he goes, and then most of the time he's late. But last night, he hit holes like he should have been hitting holes like a linebacker should, like an off linebacker should anyway, but he's a middle. So
he's the Dak Prescott of the defense.
Listen, man, I ain't on Dak. I'm gonna tell you that idea for me, the offensive side of me, and I'm gonna let you go because I know everybody else got to get on.
Right.
The offensive side. Listen.
I'm just laughing.
Side of the ball. I'm gonna tell you the offensive side of the ball. I have to say to this point, Dak feels like a fish out of water. He doesn't feel like he's fit into the scheme that they're putting together. I don't know whether he has the inability to run the scheme. I don't know whether he's so used to running his old scheme, but at this point, it feels like he's a fish out of water, bro.
Man, hey, my guy Press Ham says, man, he can't read, bro. All right. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
All right, man. All right.
Fish out of water. Yes, indeed. That's Syracuse Joe, man. Look, man, I get it, man. DPF, man. You know, hey. Woo! It's going to have to be some wholesale changes, man. Now, which one of these orders I had? I had Ross, and then Darius, and then Nation. All right, so we got Ross, man, my guy from the thing moved on me. 815, you live, Brandon. You talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hey, so can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
So what I'm not gonna let happen is, cause I since Law want to be funny today.
What you mean? You said we were gonna win this game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you said we were gonna win.
And I'm a real Cowboy fan. I think we're gonna win every game. But I digress. Law want to be funny today.
What you mean?
Say, oh, everything is just Dak's fault.
It is DPF.
No. I love you, Law, but you said it was my turn. Now, Law, all through the offseason, I begged Law. I said, Law, you a smart guy. Don't do this. Don't make it seem like it's all Kellen Moore. I begged you not to do this because you're going to paint yourself in the corner, and now what you're doing is David Ortiz of the baseball made up a word called misremember. Now Law wants to misremember everything that was said in the offseason. It was Kellen Moore's fault. You had Coach Mark. Oh, the training camp practices seem so lively. Ooh, the guys out there hitting. And you had everybody. Law even said, Law himself said, I love this offense.
I do.
Because Mike McCarthy is the head. Law himself said this during the season. I don't want to hear no backtrack. So I don't miss me with the play calling. I don't want to hear nothing about play calling. Y'all was loving the play calling. You didn't love being the number one offense. You didn't love that. You said you wanted Law said he wanted situational play calling to be better.
Yeah.
That's why we put Mike McCarthy at the head. So miss me with no. I'm done talking about play calling. Okay, Dak Prescott. This guy. So he had 17 passes, guys, that he was not pressured on. He completed 9 for 77 yards. He also so that means he had 7 passes that he did have pressure. One of those passes he threw to Turk. So miss me with the offensive line. I just killed that notion. Miss me with the offensive line.
And what we did on the run game, come on, talk to me. What was that stat ratio? Get there.
I'm about to get there.
Okay.
Okay, so now with the run game. Okay.
Break it down.
Now, Law was the one that told us Rico Dow was so much better than Malik Davis. Or I ain't gonna say you said he was so
right. I'm glad you put a cover on that. Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
No, you didn't. I'm fired up, but you didn't say that. You just didn't disagree with the move of letting him walk. Although he performed marvelously for us last year with limited carries.
Yeah, he did.
Tony Pollard has proven, guys, he's not a every down back. But we knew that before the season started. So miss me with that running game stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. We got a quarterback, and that y'all told me is Law used this phrase. This is Law's phrase.
Go ahead.
A force multiplier. Force multiplier. What does that mean, guys? Basically, that's what Michael Parsons is. Basically, that's what Patrick Mahomes is.
Wait a minute. Now, force multiplier. Was Parsons a force multiplier last night? I need some help with that.
That's not what you not finna say. What I'm not gonna do is let you try to take me down a rabbit hole like you do these other.
Yeah, I'm finna take you there because I'm letting you cook. I'm letting you cook. I'm holding back on some of my pushback, but. Go ahead, because I got one. I always got a ram in the bush. But keep going, Brandon.
I
you know me. I already got one for you. Go ahead. Go ahead, talk. Speak your mind.
And I want to kill this defensive notion too, because since Law want to be funny. Okay, in the first 20 minutes of the game, 20 game minutes, not 20 actual minutes, game minutes. Matter of fact, I'm not even going because I can tell you that the first 16 minutes they had it for 12 minutes. The first 20, I believe they had it for like 14 minutes. But guys, go look at the time possession in the first half. The second half, once Dak things coming out of halftime, the game was over. So miss me with the whole game of time possession. Look at the time of possession at halftime, and you tell me what your defense is supposed to do if they out there for the whole game. So that's done. I'm done with that.
All right.
Back to Dak Prescott.
Now back to what I got to say here. So you mean to tell me that this defense, with all of the extra drive extenders that occurred. That's somehow something that to do with our offensive side of the coin. Because my guy, Michael Parsons, did say, hey, man, we did shot ourselves in the foot, and the game was closer than what it appeared to be. So that face mask, that driving extender from the first opening series, that's not on our offense. I'm not even talking about Dak Prescott in general. I'm just talking about our offense. And on top of that, with the actual play that extended the drive when we forced a fumble, and my guy, the force multiplier, my guy, Michael Parsons, offside. Don't you think that would have changed the mood of the game? Because the same type of offense that we seen from the Giants week 1, remember that? They were moving the ball real quickly and real smoothly. And then what happened? There was a turnover. There was a situation that changed and swayed the game, right? Do you get a rebuttal? But hold on. What I'm saying here is that the defense wet the bed just as much as the offense. The defense literally allowed those boys on the opening series to go down there and punched us all in the eye, the nose, the mouth, and any other parts that was open on our face. The 49ers, when we were talking about game plan and procedures, we didn't look like we were ready to play against the 49ers on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball, fam. But go ahead.
I'm so glad Law brought up the defense because I wanted to double back. I wanted to double back real quick. So, okay, let's start from the beginning. So when we scored, they scored. It was 14-7. We stopped them.
We did.
We got the ball back. What did 14-7? The defense got the ball back to the offense. What did Dak do? You ain't got to tell me. He did nothing. So when it was 21-7 right before the half, if you really a football fan, and Law won't even try to even attack this, we really gave up. We really said we give up with them few little plays right before the half. Also, we got the ball back in the second half. What was Dak doing? Now
we did drive the ball down the field, and we had kicked the field goal instead of being extra aggressive. Go ahead. 21-7. We had the ball coming out of half. Dak did nothing. How many turnovers? How many takeaways at that time? How many interceptions?
You talking about with Dak?
Yeah, at that point.
I don't think Dak threw. That's when Dak was doing his give up stuff. When he did most of his interception in the second half.
But keep going.
Look, if we don't got the 85 Bears defense, so I'm sorry. This what Law basically telling everybody before I go. If we don't shut them down, but if we don't stop them from 10 or less points, we gonna lose because we don't got the quarterback to do it. That's what Law really want to say, but he want to be facetious. It's everybody. It's Dak the fault. Man, Dak, I'm watching you, bro. 2-4 in the playoffs.
No, I can't just let you leave. I know you got to go. But I thought that you said you ain't judging Dak Prescott based upon what he do in the regular season. Because even if Dak Prescott come out here, even if he'd have came out here and threw 4 to 5 touchdowns, some tubs, you would have came with the same argument. That's okay. That's what you're supposed to do in the regular season. It's all about what you do in the postseason. So you did all of that wonderful layout, and you laid it out pretty. I just kept that little bullet, that last bullet in my chamber. And you said that's from your mouth. So if you said you can't judge the quarterback, What?
I want to say this before I go. Dak. I said this. This has been my whole argument from the beginning of time. But I know Law but he don't like to remind people because it's funny to let people do what they do. But I always say, Dak do not come through in big games and playoffs. Facts, I've always said that. How about them Cowboys? Shout out to Law Nation. Dak, I'm still watching Big Bro.
Appreciate you, man. Pretty good call from him. But, hey, I had you off your market, though. You talking about big games and playoffs, man. Hey, I like how you highlighting big games. Yeah, big game into the next one. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, indeed. Because yes, indeed. Because they were ready with the pitchers of water. Because if we win this game last night, if it was the exact same thing, 42-10, Cowboys win, they would have literally said, "Oh, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. The Cowboys won the Super Bowl," and Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and anybody else would just be saying, "They just wait. They are who they are. They are the Cowboys." And like I said 2 hours ago, I've literally seen the L.A. Rams, and I'm not calling us the L.A. Rams, get dogged, walked just like this, 30-10. It was just a little bit more. They 42-10 now, but it was 30-10, and they got beat down not just by the 49ers one time, but twice in the regular season. And then when it got down to the playoff time, they figured out a way to win. And on top of that, there's a third of the people right now that would take Sean McVay over Kyle Shanahan right now. Let me know if you would take Sean McVay as your head coach right now, over Mike McCarthy. Let me know in the chat. And as good as his team's been, and as good as the Rams been, they haven't been great lately due to injuries and a whole bunch of other stuff. He is literally 1-8 versus Kyle Shanahan. Sometimes coaches got your number, and sometimes coaches just coach well against you. And that could be the situation there too. So we would say, I'm not finna paint the Cowboys as this is who they are for the remainder of the year. Y'all can be that way. Y'all can sit back and say, hey, this is who the Cowboys are. 42-10. This is how the Chargers going to beat us. This is how the Rams going to beat us. This is how the Eagles going to beat us. But 9 times out of 10, I don't foresee that happening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. And on top of that, the way Cowboys playing right now, and especially my guy Dak Prescott playing right now, y'all don't have to worry. He's not playing to the level that he's going to get the extension. So y'all just be prepared for 2024, 2025 if this thing continue to go the way it's going. Be prepared for Trace season or Cooper Rush season. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for that. But that's just what it is. I got my guy Darius, man, live from the 214. You're live, and then Nation, you're next. Hold tight. Talk to me, Darius, from the 214. Talk to me.
Law is my season apology from all you team Mike McCarthy's. I need an apology because it's now this whole. You see how we don't got Kellen Moore no more.
Wait, Darius. Now I thought that. Hold on. Now wait a minute. Are you putting everything on Mike McCarthy to this day, right? This week 5 game is the fate of Mike McCarthy because me and you had the same agreement. We're going to wait until the playoff time, the postseason time, and all of that stuff. But are you already saying that, hey, Mike McCarthy out the door, this team is out the door because we lost to the 49ers?
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is if he does get fired this season, at the end of this season, if we don't make it to at least the NFC Championship, that's all I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
And Mike McCarthy gets fired, I got a list of names I'm going to need an apology from. Because I see y'all in the chat. I'm going to need an apology. I'm letting you know right now, fam. Because I've been saying, and now all of a sudden, everybody in the chat, everybody calling in, now they want to talk about, oh, Mike McCarthy. I've been saying it. But all y'all been talking about Mike McCarthy. Oh, Mike McCarthy this. He got a Super Bowl. Oh, really? He has a Super Bowl, huh? How's that working out for our offense? I just want to know how. My second point is, like I said last night, if you look at a Dan Campbell coach team, what does that look like? If you look at a Kyle Shanahan led team, what does that look like? If you look at a Sean McVay led team, I get the little.
He's 1-8 versus Kyle now. You know what I'm saying? And he just lost.
I get the kerfuffles, but he just won the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And not only did he win it, but he been twice.
Yeah. I get you on that.
But and before he was there, the Rams were in a basement, nowhere to be found. Somebody locked them up after the Greatest Show on Turf.
Yeah.
And then he brought them back.
What year this is for Mike McCarthy?
You said what?
What year this is for Mike McCarthy?
This is four.
It's 4 year going this 4 year, your fourth year. So I get exactly what you're saying, right? And,
I got one more coach. I got one more coach to tell you.
What's the other coach? Who's the other coach?
Mike McDaniels, the Dolphins.
Oh yeah,
they was just in the basement. They've been in the basement for years. Now all of a sudden, they the greatest show on turf. That's not by accident. That's my whole thing I've been saying this whole time. Stop with the foolishness. I'm telling you what it is.
It's still too soon, though, for Mike McDaniel, though, right now. It's still too soon. We ain't got cold yet in Florida land. It's still hot. You know what I'm saying? So it's still too soon. Now, he is looking good. That team is looking explosive. They are looking good right now, but it's way too soon. Just like with Brian Daboll. You still want him over here?
I definitely would take Brian Daboll. I ain't gonna cap to you. I definitely would because of his offensive scheme. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I definitely would over Mike McCarthy. Now everybody is talking about, everybody sees it because there's no Kellen Moore. It's all Mike. Look at the play calling. Look at the attitude of the team. That's the head coach. Look at the penalty level. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all you gotta look at.
Just we put a placeholder on this, and if we don't make it to the playoff, you can do early beat down of the whole conversational piece. But when we do make it to the playoff and go beyond, I'll be looking for your phone call. I appreciate you though, bro. You're a good caller, man. You're a good caller.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy Darius, man. My guy Brandon, all of those boys. We stand wait to the playoff time, man. You know, y'all look at this game like, hey, man, you really thinking that this team was a scrub or something. You know what I'm saying? That's number one overall team, number one on offense and defense. Number two on defense. Now, if they go up in here, and the craziest thing is, what really I think what people are kind of worried about is what the Eagles are doing. I think I get a little sense of feeling that y'all are worried about them. The meat of the schedule is on the latter end, right? We got our 2 losses out the way. We'll see how everything works out from here. I got Nation, man, from the 682. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, Nation.
Hey, Law, I got a lot to say, so I'm gonna try to be quick. Can you respond after I get off? All right. So first of all, right, Darius, I'm gonna stand on what I said, bro. I'm going to stand on everything. I'm going to stand 10 tones of everything I said before the season and during the season, all right? Now, we get to week 18 or something, and we get kicked out the wild card or divisional round, then I'm going to apologize. You feel me? Yeah, so that's out the way, right? So now, the person I'm mad at the most is Dan Quinn. You know why I'm mad at Dan Quinn? It's because we cut all our big players, you feel me? And then this man decides to put Stronghold, Flowers, and Michael Parsons Miller. Why the hell are we doing that, man? Against a run-heavy team, and you know exactly what they did? When they seen that, what did CMC do? He bounced to the outside, right? Then when he bounced to the outside, J-Ron Curse is nowhere to be found. The man looked like he looked like a goddamn statue, bro, right? He's getting burnt by every receiver we have went against his. Trayvon Diggs has went down. Now, I'm very disappointed in Dan Quinn because we lost one person, and our goddamn defense, I'm sorry for cussing, just fell apart completely. It's like when Trayvon Diggs went down, you feel me? Oh, it make it seem like we just lost like 3 or 4 superstars. You feel me? We got all our superstars, and one person went down, our whole entire defense disappeared, right? Then on top of that, Margie Smith did not get a single rep until the end of the goddamn game. I'm sorry again. Why is that? I don't get that at all. That makes me very upset, right? And then, now I'm going to offense, right? I'm jumping to the offense. I'm about to murder everybody on this. First of all, Mike McCarthy, grab your nuts, bro. Grab your nuts. Be a man. Grab your nuts. Put your girl in check every once in a while, bro. He likes that. As a man, I'm 20 years old, and I know that, bro. You don't let life run you over, you're not going to have a good life. I'm telling you that now, right? He plays scared. He calls plays like he doesn't want to lose his job. He does not play, right? Then that, I'm coming for you that. I defend you so much, bro. I defend you. But at the end of the day, every single Cowboys fan before the season knew we cannot make excuses for Dak Prescott because Kellen Moore is not here. Now, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire that why are you pre-snapping routes? He can read defense. You know what his problem is? Every time he reads defense, he don't read defense. He pre-snaps the ball. You know what he does, right?
What's that?
The reason why I get upset because when he pre-reads defense, that's when he either throws it. He throws an interception, right? Or it's a bad throw, right? And I get upset with Mike McCarthy because when Dak dumps the ball, he dumps the ball to Tony Pollard like he's throwing the screen. He does not read. He does not scan the field. And I promise you all, every single pass that when CeeDee Lamb was open was a pre-read snap that Dak threw. I promise you, you're going to see them all. This is why I'm so upset. I am physically upset, right? I am mentally upset because, Law, I was hyped. I was so happy. Well, I'm more angry than anybody else, Law, right now because I had $1,000 on the goddamn game. I was that confident, man. I was that confident. I put $1,000 on my team and lost this shit, man. I deserve to be extremely upset right now.
You lost a whole stack, man. Oh, hey, man, you gotta, jeez, man. You put a stack on something that we had no control of the outcome of the game. Say double it to nothing, man. Just tell the people double it, man. Double it to nothing, man.
No. This is the worst part about it, right? The one thing that make me upset about the Jerry Warren Curse offside, I'm not mad at Jerry Warren Curse. I'm mad at the referee. You know why? Because the same referee that threw that flag with Jerry Warren Curse was offside. Is the same referee. You can go back that sit there and watch Michael Parsons get held by Trent Williams. I shit you not.
Right.
It made me upset when he decided to throw the flag when Jerry Warren Curse was offside, but decided to sit there and watch Michael Parsons or D-Law. Speaking of, where'd he go? I didn't see him on the field at all. Where did he go?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Same thing happened in 22. Same thing happened in 21. Why is he disappearing, man? You're supposed to be one of the most veteran, most experienced people out there. Besides LVE, you're supposed to be one of the leaders. And you keep disappearing when we need you. Where are you going, bro?
DPF.
Where are you?
DPF, man.
Where
I appreciate you, man.
You're taking up spot. You're taking up room, right? Then our offensive line, right? Offensive line. Zach Murray and Tyron Smith. I shit you not. Y'all are Hall of Famers. I will give you that. Right? But until week 1, y'all both been sitting out complaining about something. I do not want y'all to have a single off day till this point. I don't want to hear no more veteran day. I don't want to see Brandon Cooks have a veteran. I don't want to see CeeDee Lamb have a veteran. I don't want to see Tyron Smith have a veteran. Shit, he can have the whole season off. It's not going to make a difference because the man gets hurt every single year, man. You're taking up room for offensive linemen that could potentially be there. Shit, they need game reps. That's how we got Terrence Steele. We have two really good linemen that could take y'all spot right now, man. Real shit, bro.
Man,
you're taking
I
up room right
appreciate
now,
you,
man.
bro.
You're taking up cap space.
I appreciate you, man. I
I
thank
have
you
to say.
so much, man. Nation, and I hope you recoup your $1,000, man. That's my guy, Nation, and the emotions to the side. We got breaking news, that LVE will be going to IR. According to Mike McCarthy, says that Leighton Vander Esch, him, CJ, could be placed on IR, while adding Cavante Turpin to a chance to return this. Oh, wait a minute. And definitely has the chance to practice this week. So Cavante Turpin injury is not as bad as it appears to be. So that's great news for Turpin. Hey. But everybody else, IR, man. So it's a bittersweet thing. So that's the update right there. Hey guys, man, never bet with your emotions, man. I get it, if you wanna, and this is mental clarity right now. If you guys wanna bet against the Cowboys, then go ahead and do that on big games. So even if we do win, you'd be like, hey, shoot, at least we won, but if you lose, at least you have some money to fall on. But outside of that, don't bet on emotions, man. Cowboys have the craziest things happen in games, and I've seen one time we were playing against think the Giants, and Tony Romo dropped back. He threw the ball. It hit Jason Witten, back of his foot. The ball flipped in the air, and it was a pick six. And I got Romo trying to tackle him, and the guy not only scores a touchdown, but he hurts Romo. You know what I'm saying? In that series of events, it was against the Giants, man. And I was like, damn, he aggravated something on Romo, and he was out for a few days, you know. So it's the craziest thing. Like the ball being fumbled by Tony Pollard. The ball goes to the edge of the outer boundary. And it's a sea of red. Nobody touches the ball, and the ball says it bounces back into the hands of the 49ers. That's the weirdest things. Africa, he says, you remember that, Pete? You remember that? I'm talking about it was a primetime game, too. It was like, I rewatched that. I said, how is that even possible? The ball hit the back of the foot, and it went in there, and if it was all player, we dropped that ball, right? But just the Giants, he just glued to his hands, and he ran it in. Anything weird can happen. It happens with the Cowboys. There was a play that I seen, boy, the best catch I can ever seen from Dez Bryant. Best catch. And I'm sitting like, wow, yeah. And his pinky, literally, his pinky touched out of bounds. His pinky, of all parts of your body, his pinky touched out of bounds, man. So it's been like that for years with our Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And this is before Dak Prescott entered the scene. So y'all know that this 9-10 years ago, man. Shoot. So King Timbo says 10 years of Dak. Yeah. The pinky game, yeah, below the heavens. You know what I'm saying? So the weirdest stuff happens, man. You know, it's only a few good things that happen to us, you know, on those weird bounces, you know. And then, you know, it's one of those things. Hey, Bama fans say, man, we are just cursed long. Man, it's just the weirdest things happen to us, man. It's just the weirdest things. I don't know how to explain it, you know. Swayze was next, but he's gone. He took too long, you know. Mr. Daniels, you're live, man.
Mr. Law.
What's good with you?
So I went to bed last night almost feeling like Skip Bayless, ready to turn in all my Cowboy gear, and then had to wake up for another day.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to remind everybody about life before McCarthy, that remember how every other year we would have a winning season under Jason Garrett?
Right.
And we were just praying for just 2 winning years in a row and a playoff win.
Yeah.
Now we're upset because we can't be screaming championship all season like we all wanted to, right?
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just trying to keep myself a Cowboy fan for one.
Hey man,
but
that's what it is.
To the point that everyone else is making, I kind of believe Dak is on his. He's running out of graces with the Jones. Zeke is gone. Moore is gone. But here's the thing. I think Moore really messed up Dak's confidence. Because with Dak, especially at the early part of his career, we knew he wouldn't turn it over. It's just he was just going to get 250 yards, maybe one throwing touchdown, maybe one running touchdown, and we would win the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was very consistent on not turning the ball over. Now we just got Dak. I'm afraid he just might be afraid. Law. I think there's a mental block with the Niners at this point. And last night the Niners had a counter punch for us. We all went in thinking that it was going to be just a straight up physical game. They ran a few counter punches on us, and we freaked out. And to the point, Curse made some bad plays, man. Rough, the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
It was just rough all around, but we're still gonna get a winning season. You know, I still believe we're gonna get a winning season this year. and the season is long, right? Last year around this time, we were really confident, and then things turned around the second half of the year. There's still a lot of year left, and there's still going to be a change around mid-season with all the teams where good teams will come up, bad teams will go down, some will switch it around, some will get bad. And we just got to wait, because right now I know we're going to have a winning season, but we can't be doing any Super Bowl talks all year. We just got to be all business. And another thing, who is, this is my question to you, but who is the alpha on the offense? We all agree that Micah's running the defense, right? But who's that alpha that's going to get everybody in line and kind of tell the whole offense, regroup them when things aren't going your way and you're getting punched in the mouth?
Is Zach,
right now.
Zach,
I would
Zach
like
Martin,
for it to be CeeDee Lamb, but
no. CD Lamb. I don't see that in CD as being that dude that do that type of stuff. You know, he's not that kind of caliber of a person. You know, even if you talk to him casually, if you ever get a chance to talk to him. So I just look at it like. Zach Martin is one of them. You know, Tyron Smith is not that. You know, he's not a guy that's going to be talkative and these sorts of things. The quarterback, you want your quarterback to do that, and then I think your quarterback can do that. But when everybody got it out for you, bro, it's like, hey, he doing all the talk. We don't even hear from him right now. You know what I'm saying? And it just appears that way. So I don't know anybody else that's on this team. Zeke had it in 2016,
that's
right?
That's a good point right there.
Yep. But then he got it removed in 2017 due to the off-field situations, and it wasn't even his fault, right? And then he brought it back a little bit through the course of the years, and now he's gone. So I don't see anybody, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong, right? But I just don't see anybody on this offense that can be that person that got the resume, the body of work, and the perfection on their resume to say, hey, yeah. When I say jump, y'all say ha. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say instead of.
And you see.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
And that's why I'm kind of worried that the Cowboys might be one of those teams where we can only have a first-round quarterback. Like, we can only have that guy with a high pedigree, like a Staubach and an Aikman, right? Like, because you need, like, the Cowboys are just a different organization than everybody else in sports.
Yeah.
We're America's team. So it has to be, and sometimes it just kind of, I don't know if I'm wrong, but sometimes it just looks like Dak gets a little too, he starts feeling like a fourth rounder when things don't go his way in these rough games. And I get it, everyone has a rough game because there's a bunch of alphas out there in the NFL, but you still got to poke your head above the rest, especially if you're a quarterback, right?
Hey, it is what it is, man. We'll find out, man. I appreciate you, Daniel. Thank you.
Yep.
Good call from him. Hey, trying to find that leader. All right, boy. Woo! I told y'all I'm going to give y'all some time, man, today. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to my last four callers. Last four callers. I'm trying to wait it out, man. Oh, hey, goodness, man. All right, last four callers, man. I got the 914. You're live on the Nation.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Not much, man. Holla at
me.
It's
been a nice long wait, but
right.
I just wanted to say, like, I think the reason why the Cowboys lost last night is because at the end of the day, Dak Prescott in the big games, like that previous guy was saying, like, Dak doesn't win big games. And for whatever reason it is, like, he's just not the guy to get it done in big games when it matters. And I think this was like a test for this team this year to see if they could finally break that Niners that have been, like, killing them in the mental, you know, and they couldn't do it, and they got their ass handed to them, and it was bad. It was bad. So it's just, I think Dak Prescott at the end of his contract, because the trade clause, he's got to go, and the Cowboys just got to look for for a new quarterback eventually because he just can't get it done in the big games for whatever reason. And I don't want to see this amazing defense go to waste. And looking in the future already, because I feel like this season, even though at 3-2, I feel like if we get to the playoffs and we have to play the Niners, we're just not going to be able to beat them. So I feel like the season almost is a wash in that sense. I just want to looking towards the future, like, what are we going to do at quarterback to fix it? Because that's the problem.
Quarterback purgatory is a real thing, and you may think that you have another dominant quarterback, and then you draft a Zach Wilson, right? Or you draft a Josh Rosen, or even Kyler Murray, who's having issues now and is getting paid way north of what our quarterback getting right here. So quarterback purgatory is that. Now we can say, all right, cool, let's see what Cooper Rush do. Let's see what Trey Lance can do. But the total body of work, those are still the areas of the unknown, right? So from a loss situation, you can't emotionally look at this thing and say, okay, let's pin it all on one. And I give it what you're saying. You said this great defense. You said this team need to have X, Y, and Z. But from what I can look at from here, regardless, this run game would still be the same, right? We wasn't able to capitalize off of that. And when I look at the 49ers on how they play, their disciplined football, they didn't become this overnight. They became this because of their culture. Their culture is a whole lot different from us. They don't play the political yin-yang that we do. And if you're a better player, they put that player out there. And if you can't perform, then they don't put you out there. And they make the right moves and checks and balances. So also, it's not just us having fits with this. The L.A. Rams, who, like old boy said, they've been in the past Super Bowls in the last 5-6 years. They've been to 2 of them, right? Or 2 or 3 of them, or something like that in the last 10 years. But they can't beat the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? And even this goes all the way back, and I know that this sounds like bevies of, hey, man, these are bevies of excuses. But the 49ers just have a nick when it's time for them to play ball against certain teams. The 49ers in the last 10 seasons, whether it's regular season or postseason, they even beat the Green Bay. So they can't even beat this team. So the 49ers is a real good team, and we looking terrible right now when we see the 49ers. I hope that it can all change. Our best bet, if next week we'll see what we look like. Hopefully we go on this little run. We go on a little winning spree and get things going. But on the negative side, if we don't, then, hey, it's the end of the road anyhow. But our biggest bet would be if we get to the playoffs, we just hope that we don't see the 49ers from right now. You know what I'm saying? They own us right now. Yeah.
You think if we keep struggling, Mike McCarthy is going to give up play calling?
I think that there could be some news and announcement that could happen, but it's still too soon. It's week 5 right now. Let's see how things start trickling. I'm gonna go back to the mighty Bill Parcells. We will know more about this team come Thanksgiving, and that's what we're looking for. We looking to see what it's gonna look like during Thanksgiving time. Appreciate you for calling in.
All right, thank you so much, Law. Have a great rest of the day.
Appreciate you, man. I know that man been on hold forever, man. All right, I got Willie D. I got the 502 and the 936, man. Woo, Willie D, man. I know you've been holding on tight, man, from the 214 you live.
Man, matter of fact, I think I went to sleep about an hour ago.
About an hour ago. Shoot, I've been talking ever since then, man. I've been talking all last night. I didn't go to bed at like 4 or 5 o'clock, but go ahead.
Anyway, man, I feel like, first of all, it was not on Dak Prescott. He did play bad, but to me, first of all, and you were right, Lo, because I told you, I be watching the game. I have 2 big televisions in my room. I watch the game and I watching you. You were right on point. When Dak Prescott first threw the interception, he should have came out of the game. Because it was not gonna get no better for him. Another thing is this though. I had a lot of when I tell you I had the eerie feeling on draft night when we drafted Moses. I ain't say nothing then because I want to be positive. But I had a feeling they were not gonna play this kid And thing about it with Law Nation, I told you, I want to either Nolan Smith or the tailback from Texas A&M, because I'm thinking the Cowboys gonna get rid of Pollard next season. So with this offensive line with him, he can be like a next Tony Dorsett, or like a Chris Johnson. Another thing was everybody had him like the third running back coming off the board, the fourth.
Yeah.
Two running backs win in the first round. I said, man, please, Cowboys, go get him or go get Nolan Smith. But they got Miles Smith. I said, cool, because with me, I don't get upset when the Cowboys go draft, because I don't have no control. But what I do believe in the team in their scheme. Yeah. But anyway, last night, where was Miles Smith playing? And we getting cussed. Another thing is this, Law Nation. I told my homeboy, another thing, I'm done. Law Nation, I'm done. Only way we're gonna win, and Michael Irvin said this morning. I said last night, only way we're gonna win the playoffs is unless the 49ers get beat by somebody else. We can't beat them. I swear to God.
If the playmaker said it, then I know he's telling the truth, because he's been saying that for the last 3-4 years, because I was mad at him in 2021. I didn't want to accept his truth, and he said it. He said, man, that Debo and the way they call, you know what I'm saying, plays, it's just not a good matchup, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was right.
Another thing you said was spot on. We could play them boys 10 times. We gonna lose, man. Nothing is this. All them penalties, the first half, Curse line up on sides. In the first play of the game, 6. And I'm tired of 6. Bro, 30 needs to be playing. Bro, the first play of the game, he down there took the white boy helmet off. Like, what you thinking about, dude?
But you know what, bro? I'm gonna say this one more time, Willie. You miss 100% of the shots you never make. You know, you never take. And the Cowboys, I get it. If they worried and have their reservations on Mozzie, I get all of that. But damn it, he's a first-round draft pick. Put him out there. You just never know. He may just put him out there, man. Hey, just put him out there. That's all I can say. You know, even though they probably protecting him, I don't know what's going on, but just put him out there, because you just never know, man.
Exactly. Oh yeah. And another thing I said last night. So one of my homeboys come. One of my homeboys. One of my homeboys. He don't have no team. But I told. I said I don't rely on the phone, because I was thinking he's gonna come with all that, you know, with all that extra shit, but he didn't. So I let him talk. But I told him I feel like I told him, hey man, this is the third time in a row. But this far I heard, I told him the Cowboys was the Crips, the 49ers was the Bloods, and them boys went in the streets and they had a fucking street fight. And I said the Crips came back in the house, and one Crip looked at the other Crip head and said, God damn, man, whoa, I ain't beat up. And then that Crip looked at the other Crip and said, well, shit, your nose fucked up, your eye fucked up. And so, and them Crips do not want nothing. Them Crips don't want nothing with them brothers no more. No more.
Man, appreciate you for calling in, Willie D, man. Thank you, bro. That's a good call from him, man. He done brought Crips and Bloods in this, man. Crips right now say, hold on. We can't have the blue with the 5-point star now. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, it's one of those things, whereas, man, it's a deal, whereas we got our ass handed to us last night. And either we going to learn from this or continue to do this. And hopefully the Dallas Cowboys can look back at this and say, man, That's number 1 team in the defense, and that's number 2 team in offense. And in order for us to get to that level, we got to put in extra work. We can't. We need to have a spy out there watching the 49ers practice and see whether or not they got veteran days off or what they doing. Whatever they doing, whatever they eat, we need to eat what they eat. We need to move like they move. That's what we need to start doing. From the 502, man, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, Law?
What's up, man? You've been waiting patiently. Talk to me, man.
I just got a message I want to get across to the Cowboy Nation, man. I got 2 things, really. A bunch of them are disappointing me today, man. A bunch of them are acting like a bunch of little kids. They're acting like I did back when I was a young Cowboy fan, and we'd either get blown out or we'd blow somebody out. When we blow somebody out, act like we won the Super Bowl. When we got blown out, acted like the season was over. My dad used to always tell me this. He would say, no matter the score, at the end of the week, you either get one more win or you get one more loss. If you take a loss, you get back to work on Monday. If you take a win, you get back to work on Monday. The only thing that matters is if you're dancing at the end of the year. Yeah. And I tell you what, if you go back and look at last year, tell me what the 49ers were doing around week 6. And what'd they do? They got back to the drawing board. They went and got McCaffrey. They ain't really lost a game since except that NFC Championship game, but we all know how that went.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these people acting like the season's over just after one loss. That game got away from them.
Talk to him, man. Your dad is a wise man.
That game got
man.
away from him.
Yeah, got away from him. You know what I'm saying?
It got away from him. You know, like we were in that fight in the first. We didn't have the ball a lot in the first quarter. You know, that's a great game plan from the 49ers. But we were in that fight up until halftime. But I would like to see. You know, a lot of people's gripe is I feel like is valid with the intensity of our guys. I feel like once they felt like they were losing, it was over. I would like them not worry about the score. Just go out there and play. You know, let the coaches worry about the score. I would like to see that, but I just want to keep in mind, everybody, that there's a running back in New York playing on a franchise tag whose team's looking like their season's over. And the same thing the 49ers did last year went and got them a first-round running back. And look how it worked out for them. Look what they're doing right now. I'm just saying this season ain't over, and if you don't think Jerry has a trick up his sleeve, you ain't been watching the Cowboys long enough. That's really all I got to say, Law, but I'm a big fan of your show, man.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, man,
I really appreciate what you do for us.
It goes a long way, man. You know, being a big fan of the show and calling in and doing things like that of support. And if you're a fan of the show, y'all, just let me know, you know, hey, as much as I talk to you guys, you know, I go through some stuff too. So let me know, man. I love positive words like that. You know, y'all don't have to take it out on me. I couldn't control the outcome of the game. I couldn't help this team out from this chair right here. Season is not over with. I'm just giving y'all some love over here, man. I could be doing thousands of things, man. You know, but I chose to talk to y'all today on this endless live stream, and I got one more caller that's been waiting here, and it's from the 936. You in the mix? Talk to me.
What's up, Law?
What's up? What's good?
It's Johnny Gamble from over here, right on the border of Louisiana and Texas.
All right.
I got a few things I got to get off my chest. I've been a Cowboys fan for 40 years now. Literally, my first words to go Cowboys. All right. I'd like to start with Coach. I didn't like McCarthy when we hired him. I feel like he's the same as Jason Garrett. He's a yes man for the Joneses. I feel like we need somebody different. He felt like that when we got him. I hate to say it. We definitely need somebody different calling plays. I felt like our play calling went to nothing last night on offense. Don't get me wrong. I love Dan Quinn. Love everything he's done so far in his career, and except for head coaching. But I didn't see the Dan Quinn last night that I'm used to seeing. He did not scheme. He did not change up like I'm used to seeing him change up. He will throw out his whole playbook if it ain't working normally. And last night they kept doing the same thing. They were moving. I guess you could call them the linebacker core. I didn't really want to call them that because they didn't look like linebackers last night.
Like no core.
But,
yeah, I feel you, bro. DPL.
Somebody said it earlier. I'll say it. I'm from a little over an hour from the dude. I would love to see Devin White in Dallas. I think that would be a positive for what we're paying. Just being honest, for what we're paying LVE, we could have been paying Devin White or a little bit extra. We had the money. We could have went after somebody like that. We had the funds when we had the funds, and not paying for somebody that we haven't seen the production out of in the first place. Don't get me wrong. Love the commitment that LVE's put towards the Cowboys. I just don't think he's been that player ever since he got hurt the first time with his neck, and now we're looking at the same kind of injury again.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty much well done with him at this point, because once you have a back injury, hey, look at Damone Clark. He had a back injury. He ain't playing scared. LVE, you hear LVE a lot on stats because he gets in every tackle, but the problem is none of those tackles are for loss. All of them are after the carry or after the catch. He hits whenever it ain't as hard. I'm just being honest. That's just what I see out of LVE. His commitment on the field is different from his commitment off the field. I would have loved to see Mozzie Smith in there with Hankins. I just love that duo on the line. I don't understand why we ain't using it. When you see something like that and you know you got a player in the back that you're not using, you're like, why?
Yeah.
Like it was like they were throwing away the game before they ever started, not using them. I mean, in my opinion, when you have weapons like that you don't use, I mean, I don't understand why Gallimore's getting burnt the way he does. That's just being honest.
Hey, Father Time is undefeated, man. You live off reputation, but sometimes you got to showcase that you still got it.
That's on defense. On offense, I think Dak can be the guy. I still believe in Dak. Hey, he's from less than an hour from me, over in Halton. I've watched these guys grow up. Overshawn, you know what I mean? Like, I've literally watched it. I'm just going to throw that out. Can you imagine Overshawn, Clark, and Devin White as our linebacker core for next year?
Man, we'll find out, bro, man. I appreciate you, man, and I thank you for your words of encouragement, man. One more point.
We need a tight end group. We lost that last year. Obviously, we've seen it. The biggest thing that we need on offense right now is we need running back, we need tight end. If we're going to play to Dak's strengths, we need both of those. We need somebody that can hard hit. We need a moose. We need a grizzly bear. We need, you know what I mean? Like, we need a Jerome Bettis. We need somebody that's going to be able to get us those yards we need. That's why our red zone looks the way it is. The only two changes that happened from last year, if you remember me calling in, I told you we should have been using like a wishbone or something like that. Last year, when we had Zeke, when we had the two-headed monster, we should have been using them like a two-headed monster. Instead, we're trading them out, which gets you Tony Pollard's, elevated numbers, in my opinion.
Hey, man, I feel you, man. What's your name? Let me save you in here so I can talk to you next time, bro. What's your name?
Johnny Gamble.
Johnny Gamble, man. Appreciate you, Johnny. Hey, call back in when we have Victory Tuesday because the next game is going to be on a Monday night. So Johnny, we playing against the Chargers. Let's be victorious. Let's rest up and get things going from here, Johnny. Thank you for calling in. Good call.
See you later.
Appreciate you. Yes, good deal, man. Marathon show, man. I made sure it was 32 people
Goodbye.
And we went through at least about 27, 28 of y'all, and I let y'all talk. I didn't put no timer on y'all. Y'all beat me up. Y'all talk bad about me, man. Y'all saying that I'm an apologist, man. Y'all done beat me up. Y'all said that I was out there on the field, and I stood my ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm just messing with y'all. We weren't good. We weren't going to. Okay, let me read this other. We weren't undefeated. We weren't going undefeated. It was a ass whooping, losing. Whipping, lose 12-5. 3 more to lose to the best team. Won DC for life. Let me try to see if I can read this very slowly. My hooked on funny eyes not working. We weren't. Let me see. We were not going undefeated. It was an ass whooping. Lose 12-5. 3 more to lose to the best team won. Dwayne, man, I appreciate you, man. I had to decipher that a little later on, man. You know, but it's late, man. I've been up here all day, man. I'm going to go ahead and close out everything. Did I miss out? Oh, I missed out some people's super chats. Who I missed out super chat, man?
Dwayne Brown, $10.
There you go. AI, help me out.
We weren't going undefeated. It was Australian dollars whipping, lose 12-5. 3 more to lose, the best team won DC for life.
Yeah, that's how it went. What she said. Let me make sure I cover everybody's super chat, man. I thank y'all for y'all support and your love and adulations for the nation. We said we were going 12-5. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. I meant lost. Okay, appreciate you, Dwayne Brown. Appreciate you, man. Hold on, let me get to these super chats and we gonna wrap up everything, man. But I thank y'all so much, man, for sticking through. It's like a 4-hour show, man. 5-hour show. It felt like it. You know how long I've been live. Y'all can let me know in the chat. If you add in what I said earlier today. I mean, these type of losses and non-victory Mondays, it's hard, man. You know, that's why I told people when we do win, celebrate them, man. Y'all be so worried about X, Y, and Z. Y'all fail to celebrate the times that we do win. You know what I'm saying? Sandeek says for the $4.99, y'all will beat the Chargers. Think y'all going to the Super Bowl. To the Rams, humble y'all pie. With this, we laugh at y'all. Okay, so Sandeep says we're going to beat the Chargers, and then we're going to say, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl, and then we lose to the Rams, and then we beat the Eagles. Okay, so we're going to be win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. You know what I'm saying? And there was a situation in scenario that Mike McCarthy, he did win his first Super Bowl, and they snuck into the playoffs. So would you rather sneak into the playoff and win it all, or would you rather go in like we did the last few years? Hey, there's more ways to look into this, right? Cowboys will forever be the Niners' son. Keep crying. This is from Scott T. I feel you, fam. And I'm late to the dance. It's from Conley Jones. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Says, I'm late to the dance. But I see that the presence of this team divided honestly. I can be wrong. LVE play Sutton make me as a fan tough to make me want to see an injury. Yes, indeed. We don't want to see any injury from any of our players. Scott T with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Cowboy fans, Niner gang, all losing to the Philly. You know what I'm saying? So here's what also happened with is being a Cowboy fan. It's pile on. It's a pile on effect, meaning that not only do the opposing team that hate us, it's everybody else that hate us too. So if the 49ers lose, they lose alone, right? But when the Cowboys lose, it's also pile on from the Washington, from the Eagles, from the Rams, from somebody who don't even know football, or Seattle. It's a pile on effect. Hey, the Broncos could be losing, and they will pile on to it. And then it's also the pile on from the 4-ladder to 3-ladder network, right? That's just how it is. So not only do we lose, it cuts deeper when we lose. We can't just lose, lick our wounds, and get back on the horse the next week. You see, like the Bills lost, ain't nobody palling on the Bills. Nobody gonna pal on the Bills. You know what I'm saying? And they would say, hey, see y'all America's team? We didn't ask to be the America's team. We didn't say, hey, give us America's team name. It was given to us. You know what I'm saying? All right, your boy Nick with the $5 super chat says, need to make a trade for Devontae Adams, PS2, that's Patrick Surtain, okay, or for Josh Jacobs. TP is not Himothy. I love that. More like scraps and regressing like Zeke. I'm back on the blood pressure meds now, and this is from your boy Nick for the $5 super chat. You know, I feel you, man. And then this is from 24/7, $1.99 for your mind super chat. Do we believe that this can be turned around? Yes or no? Do y'all believe that all of this can be turned around? Because there's no point of return. I think that the way people feel about Dak Prescott, it doesn't matter. We can win the next 4 to 5 games by 20 to 30 points. It still would not be enough because it's going to still be what happened and what we can do in the playoffs. The playoff is everything. So can we turn this thing around? Yes. But the reservation will still be upon the quarterback. Now, there's a conundrum with a 24/7 Cowboy because at the end of the day, hey, I don't think that anybody will be looking at that Dak Prescott is playing good enough for that extension. So the people that don't like Dak Prescott, they may get their wish. And then on top of that, then we could be talking about the next quarterback that they're going to bash and put on for the next 27 to 28 years thing on. So that's just how that goes. Law, I don't know how many super chats I sent in support of Dak Prescott last night, but after the third interception, I threw my hands up in the air. I feel you. And that's from 24/7 Cowboy. Appreciate you for the $4.99 for your mind. Appreciate you. I got a super chat. I didn't know y'all was sending in all of these super chats, and I'm reading them. Sway B says, Law, Mike McCarthy tipped over King before 2-minute warnings, okay? Just let the clock run out. Why not go out swinging and maybe get a PI and put us at a 65-yard field goal range? So, yeah, Sway B is saying basically you saying that Mike McCarthy quit right before the 2-minute warning, right? He could have at least went a little bit more aggressive. We had some change on the clock, and they didn't even attack. We were not in attack mode. We was in preservation mode, right? I think we were shook. And then Sway B, Law, I read that Dak Prescott in 2024, a $34 million salary is not guaranteed. If he get cut before March, we've seen Dak ceiling. I'm ready to move on. Give Lance a shot. This is from Sway B. So do y'all agree with Sway B? He sent that super chat about 2 hours ago. Do y'all agree? Do you let this thing run out and then the $34 million that's not guaranteed, I will have to cross-reference and double-check it. Y'all can let me know and let me know would you be willing to move on. Appreciate you, though. I'm going to say right here that right now, yeah, LVE is on the IR. So what I can say here, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's not enough evidence right now to say, hey, we're going to extend Dak Prescott. Because right now, the evidence right now shows and point that Dak Prescott is not having a great season so far. So the extension may be not warranted or granted to Dak Prescott, and they may just see how this thing can all play out, and he could be on another team and get cut and be on another team by the next year, if all of those things are correct. I got Ryan Mack with a super chat. Ryan Mack says here's another donation to the list fortune, not financially, but for the emotional damage. Is from Ryan Mack. Appreciate you, man. We take
I want me some glory hole.
Appreciate you, Ryan Mack. Also for a $5 super chat, he says, as a 49er fan, Cowboys need to wake up call. I honestly think the Cowboys would be a bigger threat down the line. Here's another donation.
I want me some glory hole.
Shout out to Ryan Mack, man. Shoot. It's weird that Ryan Mack, as a 49er fan, got more faith in the Cowboys than the Cowboy fans. And he got more faith in the Cowboy fans. That's weird to me. But that's good, though, man. I appreciate you, Ryan Mack, and I thank you for jumping in and being part of these type of episodes. I appreciate you. That was the end of it. Let's see. Otis says for $4.99. Good quarterbacks don't grow on trees. Yeah, I think I read this one. Dak is good. It's QB. He's a good QB. Just one game. I'd rather for us to struggle now than later, basically. This is Otis. Appreciate you, man. That's just what it is. Yeah, quarterbacks don't grow on trees. Appreciate you for the $4.99. Thank you so much, man, for the support of the channel. I just look at it like this, that the Cowboys at the end of the year is going to have to stand tall in order to keep the way things are. Jay Jack says it took 10 years to find Romo after Aikman. Hey, how many years did it take us to find Dak after Romo? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I feel you what you're saying. Hey, I remember we was turning over every stone. We brought Ryan Leaf. Who remember Ryan Leaf playing for the Cowboys? Blizzard says $1.99. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your super chat. Yes, indeed. All right, thank y'all, man, so much, man, for this show. If y'all can do me a huge favor, man, you know, at the end of the day, it's one day at a time, one movement at a time, and we lost. We lost. We didn't shoot no BB gun over here. Just clicked in. This is from BJ33. Salute, Law, but I need to know, in your eyes, when will it be time to move on from Ford? Not blaming him, just curious of your answer. I think that the truth is right in front of us right now. The truth is right here. The reasonings to move on is right here. If Dak Prescott cannot get it done this season, unfortunately, just like when it's time to wring the neck of the chicken, it's plumped, it's moving around, it's good enough to eat. That's an old country saying. But everyone have a reason, and results are what matter. And if we don't make a run this year, I can't find a reason. I can't find a reason to extend him. And the Cowboys going to take this big lump of the $59 million cash hit, whatever it may be, on the chin and keep moving. And that's the reality of it. Unfortunately. So, BJ, that is the answer. Everyone may not like the answer, but that's is where the pathway is headed. Now, he got to know, Todd France got to know. They all got to know. Lessons to be learned. There's a blessing in every lesson. But the thing is, there are two types of lessons that could be told to you and you that's listening. I can tell you that stove is hot. That stove is hot. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. The stove is hot. Like the block is hot. The block is hot. The stove is hot. Don't touch it. Some people would take the words and say, hey, that stove hot, I'm not touching it. And some people will say, you know what? He lying. I'm going to touch the stove regardless. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. And the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen, is on track of learning the hard way. Stove is hot. Let it cool off. Unfortunately. Old folks say this too. Ain't no sense like ball sense too. Some people buy into things too much and they realize they purchase something without looking under the engine, without not looking under the hood. They trust the reports of the salesman. They trust the words of the salesman. Have you ever been in a car ride with someone and you wanted to purchase a car? You know, the good salesman on a great automobile, he allows you to test drive it without him in it. He knows his product is good. But that bad car, the things that you don't want to see, when it's time for you to test drive the car, he's in it. Matter of fact, he don't even let you drive the car. He takes it down a certain road. Where are we at? The Jones family, are they still in the car? Are they allowing Dak Prescott to test his whip without him in it? No. They don't trust him. Nor do they trust this team as it relates from the offensive philosophy. They trying to get in the car with him. You're like, hey, put your hands on two hands on the steering wheel. Hey, put that seatbelt on. The speed limit says 55. You're going 65 here. So at some point, one way or another, you got to take hold and gravitate to the things that you can control. Is it over with yet? No, it's not over with yet. We got plenty of time left in this season. I recall one year, the Detroit Lions, not this season, but a season before, many moons ago, they started off the season 5-0. They didn't even see the playoffs. Everybody thought that they were going to win it all, right? So when I tell y'all these things right here, the race is not to the swift nor the battle to the mighty. It's to he that endures to the end. Those are real words, tangible things. The universal law to things. Can we survive this? Can we continue to lift your head up, eyes forward, and see this thing through? We may be falling down. I'm going to try to land on my back. We've been down this road before. We've been in this spot before. So don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Keep pushing. Keep grinding. I'm representing, I told y'all I'm gonna wear my silver and blue today. I ain't throwing in the towel. You know, I'm not saying that this happens in time in life, but there's a lot of people that this do happen to. When you are a leader of a team and all of the focus is on you, there'll be many people riding with you, rocking with you when things are great. There'll be many people saying that, hey, I want to be in the circles with you. But the moment you fall, they scratch their heads and say, hey, I don't know this person. Oh, you sound like a man. Nah, you know, I never known of this person, man. I don't know who he is. See, not a lot of people are willing to fight with you and rock with you to the end times. This is not about any player of the Cowboys, but this is life right here. They're what we call front runners. When I'm feeding you fish and bread, and I'm fed over 2,000 people, or over 12,000 people, or when I'm doing all of the good stuff, you rocking with me. You say, hey man, I'm willing to do these things for him. But when it's time to get nailed to the cross, or when it's time for you to get put out there on the streets, drug upon, spit upon, I don't know him. No, man, no. I ain't willing to go with that. No. I only ride with him to this point. I ain't finna take those charges. No. You know, it's only a few that's gonna be with you. That's why I say, man, them ladies are gonna roll hard with you, man. Get you a Mary in your life, you know what I'm saying? Get you a Martha or someone, you know what I'm saying? They gonna ride with you. But everybody else turn their back on you, they gonna be right there fixing you spaghetti sandwiches. You know, they gonna be right there working with you. They gonna be right there speaking on your behalf. When everybody else turn their back on you, where are you? When this team not performing the way it's supposed to be, where are you? When we lost, where are you? Are you still out there saying, we them boys? Are you running? Some people hear the gun clock one time. They say, hey, man, I ain't about that life. No, I ain't finna be about that. No. You know what I'm saying? So I need a few. I don't need all of y'all. I just need a few. They told that man on 300, hey, you'll be violations of war law. And he said, no, I'm just going to take a few of my buddies, about 300, and we just going to have a friendly walk. How many of y'all sliding with us now? Huh? How many of y'all really down and supported for the cause? We 3-2, y'all sound like we 0-4 around this mug, man. Come on, man. Oh, we 0-5, Lord. Where y'all at? I need to know if I got some dogs behind me. Come on, let me rewind it one more time. Who got your back? Who's riding with you? Who's in the cut with you? Or who's willing? You know, when we win, and I see it all the time, even on this lower level. We win and be 2,000 to 3,000 people watching me at one time. Video do 28 to 30,000 views. When we lose, hey man, forget you, man. It's personal now, Law. You suck, you trash. You know, you just an apologist. When we lose, then y'all come back around. Again, when we win. I need to know the people that's gonna stick with me, win, lose, or draw. I don't want no lukewarm fan over here. Huh? Where y'all at? I ain't going nowhere. Appreciate you, Gina. I love that. Riding with the Cowboys. I was here before Jerry Jones bought the team. I was with Danny White all those times. We made it all the way to the top and got knocked down again. The allegiance of the Cowboys were very, very thin. The catch that everybody heard or saw around the world, those type of things, hard to be standing tall with the Cowboys. The day Landry was fired, those were the dark days of the Cowboys. Who's willing to continue to ride? Win, lose, or draw? Huh? Come on, y'all. Don't support me only when we up. Support us when we down. This is the time. There's an old saying, the footprints in the sands of time. A man was going through some struggles in life. And he saw, when he got a chance to rewind the life of struggles, he realized in the good times, there was 2 sets of footprints. And everywhere he went, there was always 2 sets of footprints. But then he got angry, he got upset, he got mad and angry, furious. Because in the troubled times of life, he saw that there was only 1 set of footsteps. And he asked the Creator, how come in my glorious times, in my good times in life, when my mom's alive, right? When my brothers are all healthy, when I'm getting a good job, I'm seeing 2 sets of footsteps. But when my mom is gone, but when the trials and tribulations of life, and I have nothing there, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the pits and I'm at the lowest. I see only 1 set of footsteps. How come you turn your back on me? How come you ain't there willing to fight with me then? There's only 1 set of footsteps. You're gone. You're not here with me no more. How come? Where are you? And the Creator turned to him and said, if you only knew. You say, my son, in the trials and tribulations and the terrible times of your life, I was carrying you, and you only see my footprints in the sands of time. I was there for you when you didn't think that there was food that's going to be there for tomorrow. I was there for you when you didn't think that there was going to be a roof over your head. I'm carrying you. I'm with you all the times, not just on your good days. That's why I say acknowledge me in all thy ways, even when you think it's small. I want to be there in every parts of your life, even when it's something little. I heard when somebody said, hey man, don't pray for the little things, pray for only the big things. Bull sugar. Pray for every goodness and everything that come your way. Even when it rains, baby. Write that down.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Because the mud itself brings good soil. Ooh, boy, I go on for hours. The mud itself allows you to throw the seeds out there. You know, that hard terrain that you said that you can't grow your fruit. That hard terrain that you said you can't grow anything. And when the rain comes out there and it softens the grand creator is cultivating it for you. All you got to do now, instead of picking out that hard soil, boy, I'm preaching to y'all today, is now that you get you a little till and you break up that hard soil. Let the oxygen and the nutrients of the earth being able to perfect that thing. And now you can put out the seeds. But it requires the rain to break up that hard terrain. So when you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too. For most people, it may be considered disaster. But for others, in some cultures, they eat the mud. They build houses out of the mud. They build weaponry out of the mud. They use medical medicine out of the mud. So come on, baby. So everything that's bad don't mean that it's going to be terrible for you. There's a blessing in every lesson, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, baby. I'm up out of here, man, for this marathon. One love. Somebody gonna take that home with them. They say, man, hey, man, we lost, but man, there was a lesson out of that blessing, man. Come on, man. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. I'm up out. One love, DC for life.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
All I ask.
Hey, we came on a mission. It's capture or kill.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say.
Something wrong here.
To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find no better one. Yeah. Susceptible lies.
Spartans!
For the moment flies. Ooh. So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find a better one. Ooh. Susceptible lies. 'cause I'm addicted to what
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
realize. Either way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your goodbyes, 'cause I'm susceptible now. Before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your goodbyes, 'cause I'll bite no matter what. Susceptible.
You ain't lying. Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.